Sexually ambiguous, racially ambiguous. Welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
I'm tired.
Wow, we had a big night last night. A big night on the town.
I wish you would have said of life.
It's a goodbye.
You know, I don't realize how I'm very used to going to bed earlier. Like, I didn't get home last night until, for me, which is late, until like 12:30. And I'm never out.
That's when I got home, too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
What a fun night, man.
I got to bed at 3 and got up at 6.
Why'd you get up at 6?
Well, I had to move my car, and I tried to get up
Put in
early.
a what?
No, last night I parked it right in front of the hotel.
You didn't want to pay for a lot?
Well, the lot wasn't open by the where I'm staying.
It's 24
Not
This is
not
New
all
York.
24 hours.
Where are you staying?
We got a beautiful hotel, but it's right on the border of Chinatown, which is probably the grossest part of New York.
Did you get a good deal?
No, I don't know. It's new. I don't know. Bonnie got it.
Yeah.
But we've had it since Saturday morning. So certain days I park in the lot in the day, and then at night I could, I
Find a
park it-
street spot.
Yeah, and then move it early in the morning. And I like to get up an hour earlier, hopefully, so I can go to the bathroom. and it takes me an hour to kick in usually, and then my day's free. I don't have to worry. That's one thing I don't have to worry about.
Shitting or
Yes.
I can never shit in the morning.
Huh?
I can never shit in the morning.
Anytime you talk. So I got up. Even if I got up at 6:30, it would have been an extra half an hour. Big deal.
Did you have fun last night?
Let me tell you something about this road. First of all, all my friends were there, and everybody who was there on the dais in the audience. I mean, it was just all comics that could take a joke.
Yeah.
That could take it. You know what I mean?
It was vicious.
It was vicious.
It really was vicious.
I mean, look, everybody didn't show up who I thought would, but that's okay. The people that showed up have a sense of humor. So
Last night, it was at the Village Underground. It was the roast of Rich Voss for his 60th birthday, and it was unbelievably, from the time it started until the end, pillar to pillar, just brutality. The dais was, let me see if I can remember all of them. It was a big dais. It was really, so Bonnie was
There
the
was
roast.
10 total.
Bonnie was the roast master. Obviously, Rich was there. And then the dais was Jim, Bobby Kelly, Jim Florentine, Colin Quinn,
DeRosa,
Joe DeRosa, Big J. Okerson, Louis J. Gomez, Judy Gold.
yeah.
All there, all killers. And then in the audience, who were getting shots taken at him all night, was Keith Robinson was in the audience.
Yeah.
Marina Franklin was in the audience. Soder was there.
Yeah.
Was Dan there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was there. I made fun. I did one Dan Soder joke. I didn't even know he was there.
He was reacting to it as you were doing it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Chris Stefano was there. I saw Mike Cannon showed up. I was sitting with Anthony. He was there. Club Soda Kenny was there.
Kenny and Anthony. It was so good. Anthony, I could see Anthony the whole time I was on, and I was like, where the fuck is Kenny? I knew Kenny was right in that area. I saw you.
Tom Shalhoub was there. Andy Levy was there. It was really...
Andy was there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see Andy.
Bert Kreischer was there. Ari Shafir was there. It was just a really fun night with fun people.
It was so fucking mobbed.
Yes.
That room was so overpacked. I've never seen the room that full. So many comedians, and none of them were heckling.
Well, when I got up, somebody tried to heckle.
But there was one person.
Well, there was one person who heckled a little bit, but thank God he has a good sense of humor and can take being made fun of.
Yes, fucking
Anthony.
I fucking buried that fucking maniac.
Yeah. You did.
He was out of nowhere. He just, I guess that the 14th drink kicked in, and he just started. Really, Anthony? You think you're gonna win?
He was still funny though.
Yeah.
But you smashed him.
Yeah, I think you're going back and forth. He's talking about underage girls, and then your daughter, and blah blah blah. And you think it's over. He goes like, he says, he gets another shot in about fucking your daughter or something. And then Rich goes, she's 10. She's too old for you. And then Anthony hits, Anthony's had a few. So he hits him back with, well, whatever. Fuck you. I hate your hat. And then Voss looks at him and goes, oh, well, then why don't you beat it?
I call him a great broadcaster.
Yeah.
I mean, a guy that puts broads in casts.
It was very funny.
Luis Gomez had a good joke about along the same lines of Anthony. He said that Anthony had his ex-girlfriend on his show recently. He just wished it had been Anthony's Periscope.
Norton went on first. I've never seen somebody. Well, first Bonnie hosted it,
And she was predictably vicious and hilarious.
Yeah.
I, as a host, I've never seen anybody kill that hard up
Amazing.
front. And I'm not just saying
Yeah,
this.
she destroyed.
Then Norton, like when you used to watch the Comedy Central roast, they always put Geraldo on first because he was the strongest, pretty much. So I said to Norton, "You want to go first?" And he said, "Yeah." I mean, Norton would go first on his own fucking roast, that weasel. But he'd make a cameo on fucking Skype. So he slayed.
You had it.
I got green.
Yeah,
it's okay. You got it.
I just
I'm
don't
trying to use newer
Skype
person
anymore.
terms.
I know.
I'm trying to get the teens on your side. I mentioned Skype. All the kids will love me. Shut up.
He was trying to be relevant.
Yeah. Norton's Snapchatting over there. Oh, this guy's our guy.
He's
Speaking our language.
First of all, I saw Norton before the roast. He had a folder of fucking material. It was like, I'm going, Jesus, you wrote a book. I have a couple pages, because I don't have time. And
What are you talking about? It's your roast.
I know, but I can.
What else are you doing?
Huh?
What else are you doing? Playing golf?
No, I was watching The Blacklist. So, so Norton killed so fucking hard. I go, this is the end of the roast. He fucking slayed. He ad-libbed when he said about Bonnie, about A cup. Well, I don't know.
Oh, because her shirt.
Yeah. Who shows off A cup?
If there's one thing you want to do with A cups, it's show them off. Yeah, she had this little hole in the front of her shirt.
And
then he ad-libbed another one about Bobby.
Yeah. Well, your first two ones were like ad libs.
Yeah, I hit Bobby with a couple of his suit jackets.
Because Bobby was wearing a suit jacket, and he said he looked like
Marlon
Brando. Yeah. Because he's bald and fat.
Fucking Bobby. And then just Norton was killing. And I'm going, no one can follow this.
Right.
And then who the fuck went up?
Louis J. Gomez.
Oh yeah,
and he did very well.
He went a little long, but he did.
But he still did good.
He did well because one, he's newer than everybody. I don't know.
Bonnie was also killing in between.
Yes.
Everyone, like she would come back and just get a huge laugh and just reset. It didn't really matter how the guy before you did. Everybody killed.
Yes.
There really were. I mean, there's jokes that didn't work, but everyone said no one had a bad set. Usually there's one bomb. No one bombed. No one even had a bad set.
Yeah.
Judy didn't think she did well. She was doing great. She was really funny.
Yeah.
And the fact that she didn't think she was and the way she handled it.
Yeah, hilarious.
I mean, that's her character anyhow.
Yeah.
DeRose
was awesome.
He crushed.
Yeah. He fucking killed.
Yeah.
And Florentine
Murdered. Yeah, he fucking murdered.
And I thought Florentine went up late, and he had dealt with every comedian coming up and talking about a cop fucking his wife and talking about his ex-girlfriend committing suicide.
Yeah.
And he was getting brutalized. So I, sitting in the audience, and by the way, as soon as the thing started, I was like, I don't know. I never in my life want to be anywhere near a dais like that. Because it was just...
There's a couple of things I wouldn't have mentioned with different people, but that's just me. But whatever people did, it is, unless you ask someone beforehand not to, it's harder to roast.
And especially, I thought that's what Louis J. Gomez, when he went up, that's when you realized that, because he pulled zero.
Yeah.
There was nothing that was sacred to him.
Yeah.
So...
Well, he does those roast battles where there's...
That's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do.
But so I thought Florentine was not going to do great because how do you come back from all of your real life stuff just
His
getting
girlfriend
like
committing suicide, and
Yeah.
they made fun of it.
yeah, yeah. And he came back and just crushed the room. He crushed everybody.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Jim fucking destroyed.
When somebody said my house was on fire, but the response team didn't get there on time because they were all fucking Florentine's wife. They're talking about a cop fucking his wife. You know,
Yeah.
At least somebody that's fucking her kills. It was, and then Colin, who's just
Colin was awesome.
watching Colin do that. It's like it's poetic. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. It's just you, Colin,
Bobby
and
killed.
Bobby slaughtered. He slaughtered. He was so funny because I thought you'd think somebody. I'm going when they were all. I go. Someone's got a bomb.
Well, the odds are there's always somebody that fucking doesn't have a good show.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
this one, there was no one.
Yeah, nobody. You'd think it'd be an off night for somebody.
Yeah,
Everybody
no.
had like the set of their life.
I was such a wreck when I went up.
Well, you destroyed at the end.
Thank you. I had to piss so fucking bad. So bad. I bought fucking Depends, but I didn't wear them because they were uncomfortable.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Oh, you are an old man. That's so funny.
I think a comment was made. They played. I don't know if it was Bonnie's idea or whose idea it was, but it was really kind of perfect. They made like a cartoon and played audio of Patrice smashing Voss for
Yeah.
buying a car on eBay. I think.
Patrice from the grave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
and
had
it-
all these gravestones.
The gravestones were. Yeah, the gravestones were funny.
What did they
did it
say?
say?
I didn't read them. I saw Patrice's.
Patrice, and then it said
Colin Quinn.
Colin Quinn.
And I think it said it was like.
Anthony's career.
Yeah.
And what did it say about Opie?
I think Opie's brand.
Opie's brand.
On another tombstone, it was like, but like, so like Patrice's tombstone moved when he spoke and everything. But when that happened, a lot of guys got up and went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I think Bonnie or somebody pointed out the age of the dais was relevant. That half of them had to leave for a bathroom break.
Well, the kid Ray Wagner put it together. This kid who does all that. You know, Ray, he used to work on Bennington's show.
No, we don't.
I don't know who that is.
All I know is the whole show chased him down the street once. We're going to beat him up for something. But he's a great editor, and he put that together from fucking,
Really good.
you know, the cartoon, everything.
People just went to the bathroom because, well, but the Patrice thing, because they knew he wasn't going to address people in the day. You just didn't want to
Yeah.
go and then have someone addressing you. And
But,
you
yeah.
don't want to leave the dais empty when there's a guy up there.
It was funny though. It's a 2-hour show and nobody can hold their urine because they're.
I had to
old.
go once. I had to go once.
I went once.
I only had to go once. It's a 2-hour show.
That's not bad for me.
I didn't go at all. I was in the audience.
Oh, well, you're a better person than everybody. if that's your brag in the morning.
Yeah,
Hey,
I didn't
guess
pee.
what? I didn't have to go pee. Hey, Mommy, guess what? I didn't pee last
Yeah,
night.
I didn't make it to roast.
Yes. Oh, you fucking asshole. You weren't being slammed either. That takes a little toll on your nerves. Okay? You fucking, oh, guess what? Mommy, I didn't tinkle. You fucking asshole.
I was fired
you
out of
piss
it.
yourself every morning on this show. Here's what. Oh, shit. I
Still
should have
funny.
said shit.
What the
It
last
wasn't
one
bad.
mean? Pictures.
You just know you were nervous.
Yeah.
What? Panic?
I should have said shit.
Yeah.
But I'm tired. I'm tired of using words I can't say.
Like success.
I don't know. It's just.
I was happy a couple of the comics hit this show and hit me a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got some.
Bonnie hit us with a really good. She said, "Yeah, the show is so awful. She can't listen to it. She'd rather listen to her daughter. She'd rather watch her daughter drown." It's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just there was so much said that you fucking. It was just so brutal. That's why these things work. When we used to do them at Boston Comedy Club and we did yours at Caroline's, it's because it's all friends.
When your friends are slamming you, it's not a casting call.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, this guy's on this show. Let's put him on the roast. He's a cute actor. It's just we're all friends.
Nobody
Yes.
has roles.
No.
Like it's not like, oh, we have Jim to be the raunchy comedian and so is gonna and Lewis is gonna be the mean comedian, but it's like no, it's
Yes.
just all the funny people that know me put them on the roast.
Yeah.
And that's how Boston, the roasts were there.
Sure.
There was full of comics. You know,
there's a lot of comedians at this last night. There's a whole area of just comics. I was surprised with that many comics there.
Yeah.
Like, where were they? In the back?
Off to the stage right, where it was off to the upper right part of the middle right part of the room. I couldn't believe all those comics were there.
There's a ton of them.
I saw Ari. I saw the guy. What's his name?
Rory was there.
Yeah.
Rory Albanese.
His girlfriend is a 20.
Yeah, she's very cute.
She came and said, good roast. Who's that? And I kind of sometimes mix her up with Dove's wife.
Oh,
who's also a 20.
Yeah, Dove was there, too.
Yeah. And it was just, I saw Shalou sitting right
Tom
in the middle.
Shalou was there, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I would have seen Andy Levy, though. I haven't seen him since
He
the
was
show.
sitting at the same table as me and Aunt.
I didn't see you were with Ant, did I? Yes, I did. Ant was laughing throughout the thing.
Oh, yeah.
He had a good time.
He
Guffawing.
has such a good sense of humor. Like, he fucking, from the beginning to the end.
This is the thing about Anthony. You can slam him about anything. Like, you never, as a comedian, when you're making fun of him, have to worry that you're going to say something to him. And that's one of those with comics, like, when you're friends with people, I'm never worried I'm going to say something that's going to offend you or flaunt. Never. And it's when people are like sensitive and like they get their feelings hurt and like
It's not fun.
And it makes you hate them.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I got to worry that I'm going to hurt your fucking feelings while I'm doing this.
Yeah, I can't be myself, and you're ruining my good time.
Yeah, you're fucking just sitting there soaking out the fun with your fucking your sensitivity. Eat my ass.
I don't know.
That's the beauty of it, bro. Everyone's just brutalizing each other, and no one is going to get in trouble for anything they say. I think that's why people like it so much. You just can't get in shit for what you're saying there.
Well, and also too, what we did last night is what we've done on a daily basis to each other every fucking night of our lives. Sitting at the cellar, it's just one fucking brutal remark after another, and just we find the weakness in somebody, and then we attack. It was like fucking sharks in the water last night.
I was thinking that when I saw, when I got there, I think it was you, Bobby, Jim, and Attell, all just kind of standing outside the Comedy Cellar, and I was like, I don't think that group really hangs out at the Comedy Cellar together anymore.
Not as much. Attell, I still see at weird times, though. I never saw him on a bike before. Seeing Dave Attell on a bike is jarring.
City bike. It's like a homeless man on a bike.
But it's weird to see him on a bike. I would see him on a broom. Would have been just as... it would have felt the same.
I was driving down the street one day, coming here, and I saw a guy, and I go, is that Attell? And I picked him up. He looked like a homeless man.
Yeah.
He dresses... He's probably in the top 5 best comics
Working? Yeah, of course.
right now.
Yes,
And
easily.
he makes Daryl Hammond look like a fucking model the way he dresses. It's fucking unbelievable, and that's a reference no one gets.
I got it.
Yeah, no, I got
I
it.
know Dow for 20 years.
But the way Daryl dresses... Yeah, but Daryl used to come out with sweatpants and a suit.
I know. I've been watching him do it for 20 years.
You're saying not getting it wasn't your issue?
No, I didn't go over my head at all. Landed right here in the old heart.
You know, a lot of times... And the good thing about Daryl is he never got up to take a pee. He's like you. He's like, yeah.
I'm not going to help you with the callback.
Yeah, exactly. Stop picking up your hat because you're timing it out. Boss is picking up his hat and holding it like he was timing it.
By the way, I saw somebody. I think it was just somebody in the audience. I didn't recognize them from anything, but they had made a T-shirt out of the Photoshop of Rich Voss with the Backstreet Boys that we were talking about yesterday.
I wish I would have seen that.
He had the photo on his T-shirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see the picture. I did Bobby's podcast Sunday. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Isn't that great?
Jesus, how these fucking people are brilliant.
Well, I mean, you helped him.
You did. You dressed horrible. You fucking look like Jack Lemmon.
That's what...
Yeah. I mean, you just dressed exactly like the Backstreet Boys, so it was easy to just kind of slide you in there. I wouldn't say it's genius.
No.
I like it.
I know they did a great job.
It's a copy
but
and paste.
Yeah, you.
Oh, thank you.
You are the one who really helped.
Yeah.
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 Just by being me.
By looking like a Backstreet Boy, yeah.
Bobby on his podcast the other day had one of my hats. He goes, I hate your hat. I go, give me $100 and I'll give it to you. gave me $100, took money from the audience, and he burnt it on his fucking podcast.
Although I heard that Bobby was telling that story, and when he told it, he said that you asked for the tax as well.
Oh, yeah.
So he had to give you $107.
Just a fun night, man. A really, really enjoyable.
I'm so glad you guys all show. I'm so glad it worked out.
Did you feel good after it?
I was relieved because it's a lot of work coming up to the. You're not for the guys on the road, so you just got to write and show up. I was like Bonnie and Kate. I mean, they put together. They had to get caterer, someone who makes the cake. I mean, the caterer got that. You know, all those banners. There was a thing. As you walk down, it said, "No cunts beyond this point."
Yeah.
You know, cutouts, tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
What were the tattoos? I didn't.
I think I still have one. I was wearing this shirt last night.
What was that?
It's
a tattoo of me.
So they like.
Oh, I didn't get one of those. I want one of those.
I got some at home.
Yeah, I want one.
Voss they decorated the whole thing. So when you walked in, first of all, the invite was this weird photo of Voss wearing like a sash but no shirt on, and he's in a director's chair and he's just turned around. So like it's you see his back, but then his head is over his shoulder, just looking at you, and he's got no shirt on. And it's like, that's weird, funny, but it's weird. And I get there, and in the area, so it was at the Village Underground. And when you walk in, you have to go downstairs. But when you walk in, there's this. It's a miniature cardboard cutout of Voss, probably like 3 feet tall, and he's got
actual size.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And he's got no shirt on, and he's kind of got his arms out like Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
And he's got a sash over the.
What does the sash say?
I don't remember. Oh, Legend.
Yeah.
Legend, yeah. And so, because that's the theme of the night, the Rich Voss is a legend and gay.
Yes, yes. No, legend.
One's true.
Yes, it's alleged. He's a legend. We don't even believe he exists.
So you walk in, you see the homoerotic cardboard cutout, and then you go downstairs, and the thing didn't start until like it was probably about 8:20 when it started.
Yeah.
So as you're sitting there for the 20 minutes waiting for it to start, there's a photo slideshow that you have to watch. Did you see the slideshow?
I did not, no.
Oh, my God. Voss had a professional photo shoot done where it's him and it's a white backdrop, and he took his True Religion jeans and he cut them into Daisy Dukes. And he was just
funny.
All these gay poses of Voss in Daisy Dukes.
That's
like,
hilarious.
Either with his chin on his fist or at one point, like, sitting on the ground with his legs spread out.
Holding a tennis racket.
Yeah,
Like,
just all sexy glam shots.
That's really funny. Look for those on Grindr.
I never. Anyhow.
And then on the table, all the tables had press-on, stick-on tattoos, like the iron, whatever. You put it on with water and stuff, and you peel it off. And it's a photo of Voss with two microphones sticking out, almost like a crossbones, and then under it, on like a scroll, it just says "Legend."
I want one of those. That's the gift basket. Let's be honest, needs a little to be desired.
You mean press-on tattoos?
No, the gift basket has shut up. It has Pocono Raceway tickets to see NASCAR.
What was the? I didn't. What was
but those
the,
are expensive tickets.
I'm sure they are, but I'm not going. No one of us. We're all comedians. We work on the weekend. When we
didn't
go to
buy 'em?
NASCAR,
Huh?
You didn't buy them?
I don't know. Gift baskets are everything's donated to.
it's a
even
great
the
gift.
Oscars.
If you, I might even have to give them to somebody. I mean, but it's probably fun to do.
Yeah. See, there's there's the photo of Voss. Tweet that out if you can, Troy. At SR at Jim and Sam show. And it's Voss just naked.
How funny was
In a
Big J
director's
too?
chair.
Big J was fucking great. But Big J went on
He was
last.
really good.
And he went on after Colin. But by the time that happened, you knew it didn't matter how well. You just felt that everyone was going to do well as long as they were prepared. And Jay certainly was prepared, and he's funny off the cuff. So
What was it? Tell me more about the gift basket.
Oh, the gift
'cause
basket
I
had.
didn't see it.
I didn't look through all of it.
I didn't look through all of it. You open up one. It had like a little. Excuse me, a little thing of Rich. I didn't. I looked at it this morning, and it had like 6 Pocono Raceway tickets or whatever.
Are you gonna go
for
to
NASCAR?
You're gonna drive all the way to the Poconos
No, I'm not.
to NASCAR?
No, I'm not.
6 tickets?
They're probably not, whatever it was. They're probably not even real tickets because none of the comedians will go. And I forget what else is in there. I
Just
didn't really
vouchers
look.
that aren't.
Wasn't there a bracelet or something? I haven't
Yes,
looked either.
there is a bracelet.
What kind of a bracelet?
I don't know. I didn't look at it.
I'll look at it tonight. The gift basket was so small.
It wasn't great.
No, it was
like why
not.
bother?
It wasn't
at
even
that point?
good.
Don't even give a gift basket.
I'll keep it all because I love Red Chin because it was his.
I
roast.
didn't look at it. I know my friend came and gave me a box of Cubans. He goes, for Bobby. And I said, Bobby, I'm not giving you the whole box. All Bobby cared about was those fucking Cubans. So I gave him like 12 fucking Cuban cigars because he's not happy unless he's putting something in his fucking mouth. It's just people came like club owners, came from Rhode Island, came from fucking
The turnout was
Rochester.
amazing.
It was and Jimmy from the
from
Brokers.
Governor.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he was
I
there.
do love that guy.
I saw him.
He treats comedians really, really nicely.
Yeah, it's like if every club owner was like him.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. Like, what do you want to eat? I did a show, and Francesio was opening for me there, and he got stuck in traffic. He didn't make the first show, and Jimmy paid him still for the whole weekend. Jimmy's like, what the fuck? It's not your fault that you left too late, you fucking idiot. And
He's just a good dude.
And he paid him for the whole show. Mark from Rochester Comedy Club, Corey from Rhode Island, Harlan and Arlene.
Yeah,
from
sure.
Banana.
I saw Corey Kahaney last night. I haven't seen
Yes.
her in such a long time. It was nice to see Corey Kahaney.
Yeah, she was there. Yeah, there was. Who else? Whatever. I mean, just there was people that didn't show up. I'm going, what the
Who
fuck?
didn't show up?
I don't. A bunch. There was some radio hosts I invited didn't show up from different places.
You're not
No.
surprised, though.
Like from where? From like Rochester's?
who
of
didn't
course
show
they
up?
didn't show up. That's
No,
like
not Rochester. Well, no, a club owner from Rochester came, and one from fucking what do you call it? Rhode Island came.
That's a long drive, though.
Yeah,
That's amazing that they came.
The one from Rhode Island took the train in with his wife and took a train home at 2:40.
Wow.
Because he had to be home.
Sure. You
Came
have to
down
explain
to-
why he went at
Yeah,
2:40.
that's the only reason to take a train home.
Yeah, it's not relevant information.
Everybody
he
at
had to be home.
Everybody at some point left because that's why I left too.
Well, no, that was a lie. It's because hotels were $400 and you didn't want to pay. I was trying to cover for that cheap cocksucker. All right?
And he wasn't invited. You could have crashed at my place. Like we could have been like radio chums. I have a guest room with a queen pull-out bed. I've not used it.
You have a queen in the other bed too.
But I would have got you a couple pillows and fucking what the fuck? You could have
Nobody-
crashed out like radio buds.
No, he wasn't a radio guy. He was a club owner.
No, I'm just saying. Me and Second
Yeah.
radio buds. We could have been up
Oh.
like rehearsing the show the night before.
Would you let me? Is it cool? Like since it's your place, your rules. Could I piss the bed?
I prefer you didn't. It's brand new.
Yeah, but I mean, who cares?
Brand
Right?
new sofa. But I prefer you didn't.
Yes.
You
But
piss the bed, you wake, and I would tell you I'd wait until we got on the air and be like, "Oh, Jim, I forgot to tell you. When you get home, there's piss on the bed. I pissed on
That's
the
so.
bed."
Didn't you wonder why I had my face in your sheets and I was jerking off?
You can't play both sides of the fence that you don't piss and now you piss in the bed. What the fuck? What do you do?
Why are you bringing it back to the piss thing if it didn't work the last time
did.
you brought it back?
It's going to eventually, if you throw it against the wall enough times, it'll stick like his back.
Are you gonna? I was gonna ask. Are you gonna put the gift bag that you got at the Voss roast in your box of mementos?
I will. I will save all the stuff from the Voss roast.
It's
That was
nice
fun.
to have
I
a-
saved my notes. I always save my
Me
notes
too.
from stuff like that.
It's nice to have
Yeah.
a place, a mementos
Yep.
section of your closet, so you have a place to put that stuff.
Well, I do have a section called Mementos, a little thing I wrote. I didn't know what else to call it.
he has a box. It says mementos in his closet.
Yeah, I know it's awful. It's really awful. I'm a lonely single fucking. I'm an old woman.
He likes his mementos box. That way, every time you open it to put something new in, you can kind of rummage through it and reminisce.
I have in my closet, besides my sexuality, I have the hat Patrice wore on Elephant in the Room.
I have that too. I have one of those too. And now that I'm in my, I want to get something to put that in. Bobby has it displayed nicely.
Yeah.
I just never put it out because A, it makes you sad, but B, I never had a good place where I felt like it would. I wanted to get. I'm gonna get like a little case for it.
Yeah.
And I have a lot more room now.
Yeah.
Mine's on eBay. I have the shirt from Otto's memorial.
Oh, yeah. Is that the? Yeah, it said something, pal. Right? Hey, pal. I think
Yeah,
I have one of those too.
Yeah, I keep certain things. You know what I keep? Like my tags from like TV shows or festivals.
Everything.
Or,
Oh yeah, the laminates.
I donated
Yeah.
a few years ago for some Katrina benefit. I had some of the old laminates. We were selling them for money for Katrina victims. I remember on the Opie and Anthony show we did something.
Yeah.
We gave stuff.
Oh,
I
that's
say-
right. You got suckered into the fake charity thing.
Yeah, I wanted to make some money for people. But I save all that stuff too.
yeah, just from I got stuff from when we did a roast. When I hosted your roast, and there's a picture of us together or something. They
Oh
blended
God, they
in.
blended our faces.
Oh, it's so.
Wasn't that your
creepy.
roast? That was your roast. It wasn't mine. Mine was at Caroline's. Yours? That was the Boston.
But you
Comedy.
never had one at Boston.
No.
You hosted one. Oh, you hosted mine.
I
At
hosted
Boston.
yours.
How does this
Who's
one
that?
from last night compare
This-
to?
I think this one might have been the strongest one because
Yeah.
no one bombed, and it didn't go too long. Those other Boston, even the Boston roast, they were funny, and there were some really funny people on them. But there was always a few people who didn't do well, and they went long.
Well, how long ago was that you guys were doing that more?
I think Barry
actively?
Katz was 2000.
So you got to realize that now you're all seasoned vets. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
even back then we were. Even back then, I was 10 years in. I mean,
Yeah.
we were
It's 17 years. on
17
top
years
of
ago.
that.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
it's a long time.
Yeah.
Fucking Bobby last night did a what do you call it? A clip on the wall.
Oh my God. Bonnie's ex-boyfriend.
Bonnie's
Holy
ex-boyfriend.
shit!
Oh
Did
my
a-
God! Yeah, that
did a
was
slide.
great.
Did a slide of Bonnie. What's his name? He's just a
He's a handsome
famous-
actor.
Phil,
handsome-
he's from Fireflies.
Charlie Sheen.
No, handsome.
Nathan Fillion.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could that be it?
Handsome
Yeah.
chap.
Yeah.
And then read his resume,
Oh,
and then fucking
Can we
read
look, Troy?
mine.
Can you bring him up?
yeah.
Like-
He read, yeah, it was Nathan Fillion, and he read like all the credits
Yeah.
that he had done.
that he had.
And one of them was I think the show's Castle.
Yeah.
173 episodes on a network television show.
He's 6'2", handsome guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he read your credits
My
from
tour dates.
2016. And it was like a club in Hoboken.
I know. How the fuck did Bobby come up? That was
There was some
fucking
funny
brilliant.
things too. Jay did something that was really funny about Judy Gold, how she's 6'3" and was
Yeah.
born in '57, and he named other celebrities, and they were all just big men. And then somebody else did Rich's birthday. Was that Bobby that did that, or was that Judy?
Bobby.
I know.
No.
What did Judy do? Judy did something.
Not my birthday. Bobby
Who,
did the
who
birthday.
did? Was it Bobby? I'm gonna look forward to seeing this one.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
who
I
the
loved.
fuck-
I did love though that all those that were obviously researched. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they actually went on and like Bobby had to find all of Nathan Fillion's credits and then all of your credits to craft that joke together.
That's
And,
fucking that thing when that came up on the fucking big screen. That fucking hunk. I mean,
he's really a good-looking guy.
yeah, but it's just another one of my opening acts.
Who?
Him.
That's true that you couldn't follow.
Someone said the only way Bonnie's pussy gets wet is when I talk over
Yeah,
it.
that might have been. Was it DeRosa?
Yeah.
Or was it Florentine? I think it was Florentine. She's talking to her pussy.
DeRosa, I was surprised how he killed.
Yeah,
Me
Joe
too.
he was really good. Oh, he's a good writer.
Who had to follow Florentine? Colin.
Colin, yeah, and then Jay followed. Everyone followed everybody. I mean, it didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter because everybody was so strong.
No, yeah, everyone nobody was looking at it like that. It was just, Bonnie destroyed up front. She destroyed in between every. It was just the whole night was awesome.
Yeah, Bonnie was great throughout. Like all the little, like she would just come in with a one-liner or a jab, and then introduce the next person, and they were all home runs.
That might be the funniest roast I've ever been a part of. Like the most consistent.
Yeah.
That I've laughed, like genuinely
Yes.
laughed.
And like it's packed, and it's full of comics. So like you could have a scenario where people are popping in and then being like, "Okay, I got it," and leaving. Nobody left. Like it was the room had the same capacity from when I got there to when people were leaving.
Well, also too, when you see these roasts, the guy or a person getting roasted, you see like, on TV like they're fake laughs or whatever. I genuinely, whatever the word is.
Say it.
I can't. It's too early.
Genuinely.
Yes, thank you.
What was the word?
I, without
real.
any question, no lie. I mean, I laughed all the way through it.
Yeah.
These were like, and they're not fake laughs.
No.
You know how, like, people will, like, Bobby actually took the role of, like, a Milton Berle or a Jeff Ross where he would stand up and get semi-mad.
He was very
or something.
funny.
He was
Yeah.
very funny.
Bobby's a loud, funny guy.
Yeah.
Bobby's really good. Like I told you, one of my favorite Bobby moments is we went to Louis for Thanksgiving one year. It was just a weird invite. Louis had never made Thanksgiving for anybody. He's just
Anderson?
No. No, the Louis C.K. took it, and he had the weirdest group of people there. Joan Rivers was there.
Parker Posey?
Parker Posey. Oh, you were there?
No, I heard.
Oh, you're okay.
Wasn't Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Philip
there?
Seymour Hoffman was there. It's the only time I ever met him. We said hello briefly, and he introduced himself. And he was eating. His kids were there, and Bobby was. Fucking Ellen Burstyn. Bobby was being so funny at the table, just being this obnoxious, loud guy. He was making everybody laugh. But Bobby is so good in those situations
Yeah.
where he really shouldn't be. Like, deep down, he's a frightened, self-hating idiot.
Yes.
But he hides it better than anybody. He just knows how to go into, I'm not scared.
Well, he's
really funny, man.
He also he was kind of old school roasty
Yeah.
show business
Yeah.
funny as well, and it worked. It's like he did really, really well, but it'd be like a lot of what he was doing was in his body movements, and,
Yeah.
and he was using his water bottle to do this and using his hands to do that, and it was and it felt old school, but it was really funny.
It was like Milton Berle.
Yes.
He used to stand
Yeah.
up and get mad. What? Like that. And when I got on stage, he had food sent up to him. He started eating. I'm going, what are the odds? You couldn't wait 5 fucking minutes till after the roast when it was catered. And this fucking pig.
Bobby got a beating, though.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
But
Yes, he really
Bobby
did.
knew he was going to get a beating, and he took it.
Yeah.
But when he attacked Big J for being fat, and then
He called him a fatso.
it was fat on fat crime. It was so fucking funny. I'm telling you.
What was the joke though? He said something about you grabbed the mic at one point while you were sitting on the dais while Bobby was up there, because he said something about a door deal.
Oh yeah.
And I yelled. I think I yelled out the deal is you can fit through it.
Yeah.
If you could fit through it.
You interrupted his set to point out that he's too fat to fit through the
Yeah,
door.
it's heavy set.
You're right. Out of all the roasts that I've written for tons of them, been on them, we've seen tons of them, and I'm not just saying it because it was my roast. Hands down, this was the best roast I've ever. The Belzer roast we rode on.
That's right.
None of them came fucking close to this.
And thank you to
Yes.
the audience and the club. The Village Underground.
It's a great
is
place.
Such an amazing place. It's where Sam and I did our live show. Bobby's done a bunch of live podcasts there.
So-
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Bennington's done shit there. It's just an amazing. When I first performed there, I didn't like the vibe of performing, except Tom Papa. Tom Papa does his shows there, and it was always fun. But doing stand-up there, I didn't enjoy at first. And now it's one of my favorite fucking rooms. The
Really?
energy in there for events, it's one of the best places I've ever done as far as these special things.
Do you think that's because it feels like
It's very intimate.
And it's like the Comedy
it's
Cellar, but bigger.
wide and short, right? So it's almost like everybody's kind of on
top
you
of
as
you.
you're doing
Well,
it.
we did 4 of our live podcasts here with you and Bennington, and every time you do it, like you said, a live event there, the audience, you can't lose the audience there because they're right on top.
You'd
of
have
you
to
like
go out,
that.
and the ceilings are low,
Yeah.
and it's fucking explosions. That room is so fucking incredible, and it's packed.
Yeah.
and it's a specialty thing, and they're all there for that one reason. It's so great, man.
Bobby shot his special there.
He did, yeah.
You know,
So you had a crew shoot this, which I can't.
5 cameras.
I would have been if you hadn't shot this somehow. You would have regretted it.
Oh, I knew we had to shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what you're going to do with the footage?
I don't know. Probably put it up on YouTube for free.
Yeah, put his shit on
Yeah.
Vimeo.
No, we're gonna put it on Periscope. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. I mean,
Because people want to see it.
hopefully, look, I didn't go into when we started this whole thing. Let's just do a roast, but it built into something. You know what I mean? Once this girl Kate got involved with Bonnie,
Yeah.
she's like a whole nother. Like she has this producer mind.
Yeah.
You know, get it this big, do this, do that. You know what I mean? And it kept growing and growing. And they go, well, we have a production company that wants to shoot it, that does a couple TV shows and stuff. I mean, the Underground has their own camera system, a 3-camera shoot, where the stuff comes out great. So we had that, and then we had 5 cameras.
Oh, you had
3.
5 cameras? Because I thought
Yeah.
just now, I was like, oh, so he kept saying 5 cameras shoot, but 3 of them were already there.
No, it's 5
of
additional.
your own.
I didn't even notice the cameras were really there.
Yeah, there was some hanging.
I didn't even really notice.
Planted, one traveling.
Why don't you just sell it on your website for $5 and fuck these guys?
No, whatever we sell for.
We didn't
we'll just
sign
split.
anything yet. I have to sign.
You don't, because once you walk through the door, there were signs. If you come through the door, you could be on camera.
That's true.
So
I'll sign.
But I don't know. Look, I would love for this to be on Netflix or Comedy Central. You know, not for the money, because it was such a good roast.
Sam and I are just looking at each other uncomfortably.
Why? But what?
Shut up.
Why wouldn't I think of? Oh,
Because they have to, for it to be on Netflix, they have to, there's supposed to be a certain look for the stage. They have to weigh in on it before they
yeah.
take
Well, they
it
have to
normally.
look. Yeah, they'll look at it and go, "Look, we're going to try to do these as a series. You know, underground roasts." And
Well, there's enough roast stuff out there, but
yeah, but this is
And that kind of, roast battles already
no, but
like a
this is
huge thing.
then
on
again,
Comedy
underground
Central.
roast is different, and maybe
Yes.
Netflix would like it. I mean, why not?
Yeah, you know,
I
it's-
expect to be on them.
yes, there would be
saying.
certain people that would do it all the time.
So this is going to be a pilot,
I don't know what it is.
so to speak.
I don't. To tell you the truth, I don't know. It's out of my hands.
You sound like Mark Zuckerberg right now. Like, we don't know what Facebook is yet. We don't know what it is.
I don't know. It could grow into everything else in my career. Nothing.
Yeah.
You know.
Plant the seeds, and it grows, and weeds strangle it, and it dies.
Yes. You know, who knows? All I know is we have a great product, and
Yes.
if it goes on our podcast, I want it to be visual, not audio.
It should be visual.
Yeah,
It's got to
should
be
be
visual.
visual.
Yeah.
Although the audio, you know what though, if you make a podcast, have it the audio or whatever you do it, the video is
Yeah.
just. But don't put it up until you possibly can sell it somewhere.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
Edit it together.
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed that somebody was talking about cream rising to the top in show business, and then referred to Bonnie and Rich as garbage sinking to the bottom.
That was mine.
Oh, was it?
I said they say
I didn't even mean to.
cream rises to the top. By the same token, garbage sinks to the bottom and marries each other in Canada. I hate to quote myself, but that was a good one.
Well, your fucking stuff was. How long did it take you to write it?
You know, a lot of it was in the last couple of days. I was doing it. I got a lot done on the plane going to like L.A. I was kind of like throwing jokes here and there. I think I saw Bonnie or something, and they're like, "You can't wait till the last minute." I'm like, "I know." I started to panic. Like I literally had 8 jokes written. I had 8 jokes. I was like, "I'm really unprepared."
How many do you need to have written for something like this?
Knowing I was going up first, the pressure was so much less because you know that you're only following Bonnie, who I know is going to
Right.
be funny and she's going to destroy.
Because that's the thing.
She's not going to step on everything.
As these comics go up, you have to self-edit, especially you, Voss, who has
Yeah.
to go on last and
Yeah.
kind of respond to everything. You have to sit there editing your set as you go, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's why I barely looked at my paper and had to do
Right, you
what
just
I knew
responded to...
off the top of my head. I mean, a lot of that was written, but I knew.
Sure.
But so,
Yeah.
like, how many jokes do you write, Jim?
I had 6 pages. I probably had 50 or 60 jokes.
Yeah.
Wow.
But again, not every, maybe less, maybe 40. No, not every one is fucking amazing.
And
some you drop. Like a
Yes.
couple I realized it was going to take too long because the laughs were coming. I had a few for Bonnie I just dropped. I had a couple that I missed that I'm like, oh, fuck, you forgot that
Yes.
one. You forgot that. Like, you know, there's always a few you leave. But I didn't even get to Bobby's stuff until I saw the light. It was going so... I was like, oh my God, I was hitting Big J and DeRosa, and then fucking all of a sudden I saw the light and I'm like, oh my God, I can't go long because there's other guys. So I fucking just did a bunch of Bobby jokes and then Voss. But I wish I had done them earlier. I had a few more.
I same thing. I had 6 pages and about 7 on each one, and I said, you know what? It's the end. I got to fly through this and just get 1 or 2 off on everybody. You know, a couple more on Colin or Norton or Bobby.
It was funny that multiple comics, you, Bobby, I think other people too, got up and started, and then halfway through realized they needed to put their glasses on to see this.
Yeah,
I had to print mine out because I can't read my own handwriting.
yeah, that's a smarter way to do it. Print it out.
Yeah.
And the Patrice thing was really, really well done. It's just everything where we keep harping on it, but it was really not. Anyone who came, the audience was great too.
Yeah.
The audience
Yes.
was tremendous.
It really was a who's who of who was supposed to be famous 15 years ago.
Yeah, so funny.
like it was a room full of potential in the early 2000s.
Yes,
and everybody coming back together.
Anthony, I was so happy to see Anthony there. I could hear Anthony through the whole roast.
Yeah,
having, watching Anthony have a good time is just fun, and hearing him have a good time. It was just great.
Yeah.
Kenny, I was happy to see. I talked to Kenny for a while. We talked to Kenny for a while.
Yeah, we did.
What a lovely chat we had with old Club Soda.
I haven't seen Club Soda in a long time. And one of the things I talked to him about was the fact that, like, probably for the first time in years, because of how long he's been working with the show and other comics, I was so happy to see Kenny be able to come to a comedy show, sit down, and just enjoy the show
just have
in
fun.
his street clothes. He's not in a suit. He's not assessing the crowd. He's not getting merch ready. He wasn't working. He was just there,
just having fun
to enjoy the show.
Having fun.
I mean, Troy, we haven't.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen him in that scenario?
No, he's always in work mode.
Right,
and we always want to hang out with him.
Right, and so and yeah, last night he was just simply hanging. He's just hanging out.
Who is? Okay, sorry, Travis just I couldn't hear. We have to work out. Like, I can't hear you when you whisper in my ear. Travis was telling me. No, I heard you now, but I couldn't hear you.
You have to shout.
Just put a pillow under your head.
Wait, why?
Whisper in your ear.
Oh, I laughed. I don't know why. It's the timing of it. Sometimes the timing of what somebody says.
Yeah, and then you think about it, and you're like,
I don't know why I laughed.
What's that mean?
Yeah, my head's not working. Yeah, well, then where's your earbuds? Then you're like, wait a minute. It's just a real question.
We tried to get Kevin Pollak on the roast. He didn't show up.
Yeah, there was no impressions.
I know, because we wanted impressions on the roast.
Right.
Somebody to do me.
Well, I wanted to be like I know what all these guys think of Voss. What does Christopher Walken think of Rich Voss?
Yes, I mean, come on. How could you not do that? How can you not have, like, Peter Falk, like, pretend he's on the roast, walk away, and then come back and roast?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It'd be great. Like, I'd love if, like, Kevin Pollak took some shots at you and then turned around and then Columbo took shots at you. That'd be great.
I can't believe he didn't show up after the invite, because, people wrote stuff about him, and he just, who knows, maybe he's hosting a radio show somewhere that, he just didn't come. It was just amazing that he would just blow us off like that, knowing that you would also be in the audience. He would have had a couple things against you, right?
Right, yeah, a couple jokes to throw in there. Why not?
Yeah, I mean... and a trench coat, it would have been fucking amazing.
Right, maybe he could even, like, come up with a new funny voice and put on one of those, like, glasses with the mustache on it.
And then he could tell, like, all his big Hollywood actor friends, like Nicholson and stuff, that people that he brags about that he knows.
Right, right, because he did cameos in there. Yeah.
He could talk to them about it and say, I was at the Rich Voss roast, it went great.
Right.
Or maybe he can make another documentary that no one will see about it. There's so much he could have done.
Right. Maybe he could list all the famous movies he's been in. Yes. Never funny in them, but all the famous movies that he's acted straight in.
Yeah. But he could have turned it around last night.
Right.
I wanted to give him the platform to prove that he could be a comic if he tried. Okay, I wanted to give him that platform.
That's so good. That's good of you,
right?
On your birthday,
on my birthday, at my roast, I wanted to say, "Hey, here you go. Here's a room that's not being papered. That's other comics that will sit here and say, you know what, we were wrong about him.
Yeah,
we were wrong.
But he didn't show up.
I probably the traffic or the plane or something like that. Something might have happened, or he might have been on a case or something. I don't know. Or maybe Nicholson needed his house painted. I don't fucking know. Whatever reason he didn't come, I was heartbroken over it.
That sucks.
Because that would have confirmed, what a celebrity roast it would have been.
Sure.
That we had him.
For the record, by the way, I don't go for this Kevin bashing, and it has nothing to do with the fact that he still directs projects that I would love to be in.
Nothing.
Who's bashing him? We're saying we missed him.
Give him the opportunity. Did all your industry people that you wanted to come, did they all show up?
Yeah, there was a lot of industry.
Was there?
Yes. There was, Jim Serpico from what do you call it, management company.
Yeah, he's Dennis Leary's partner. Jim Serpico does get a lot of shit done.
Yes.
He films a lot of shit.
That's industry then.
Okay. Jack from Sirius was here.
Jack
Yes.
Vaughn.
I do
Jack
like
Vaughn.
Jack. He was with Comedy Central.
Yes.
I like him a lot.
him a lot too. I mean, I don't know if it's technically.
It is industry, but I mean, I know
Yes.
I can walk down the hall and see Jack.
So can I.
And Serpico could just call.
Yeah, you could have just
Yeah.
gone upstairs this morning and said hi.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
say industry,
I've
you
done
think
it a million
You
times.
think people like, people that you normally wouldn't get, like bigger agents or movie
like when
people.
he said, "I'd like to sell this roast to like a Netflix
Right.
or somebody like that." It would have been great if somebody that you
Well,
could
they
sell
was-
it to was actually in the audience.
Well, Joanne was supposed to come, who works for Netflix.
Yeah.
But maybe she had to end up in L.A. or something. She confirmed that she was coming.
and
That's why I don't ever. By the way, that's why I don't like putting industry seats any show I do, because they don't come.
you just
And
stare at him.
There was,
And he
there
never
was
come.
people from True TV there last night.
Yeah, Maureen was there.
Yeah.
There you
That doesn't
go.
count as True TV. She is a True TV executive,
Yes.
but Maureen was our friend.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, so she
came
was
as a friend.
She's there as a friend.
She,
as a-
no,
was.
but
She wants to
also
see the
said,
show.
She also said, "When can I get tape on this?" And we, in our head, said, "Never." No.
True TV, a big fucking
Yes.
amazing place for it. Are you kidding me? That True TV, because
Yes.
of the Impractical Jokers.
Yes.
Wow. What did they say about you and Bonnie, the unbookable jokers? Is that Bobby who said that? That was so funny. Whoever said that, it might have been, I don't remember who said it. It was just funny.
Yeah.
But do you think when she was like, "When do we get tape on this?" it was because they're interested at True TV, or just like, "Oh,
She wants
this,
it for,
this would be a nice thing to say to a friend."
They would edit it down a little bit, right? They would edit that 2 hours. It's too long for a roast. I would say you
I don't
edit that
think-
down to 90 minutes.
Yeah, but I don't think they could use the words on
There's
True TV.
some of the words you would have to know.
Oh, yeah, some of them you'd have to. And here's the only problem with it. None of us knew it was being filmed like that. You should have told us, because I wore
Well,
a T-shirt.
Everybody knew it was being filmed.
I didn't know. I would have dressed better.
I told you.
You might have. I forgot. I didn't know you wanted to sell it. I would have dressed
I think
better.
he said on
Well, I
the air
didn't-
that he was going to film it.
You probably did. I just
Yes.
I didn't. It didn't register that it was something that could be sold. I would have put on a little bit better.
That's not the
Colin
goal.
Colin did point out that he was like, he was asked to do just a friendly roast.
Yeah. Colin did mention
and
that.
now it's a 5-camera shoot.
Collins, I don't want to give away all the lines because eventually, but there's so. But Colin said about me, he goes, Norton looks like that thing on the platter in a Chinese restaurant that everybody looks at and goes, "What is that?"
Look, you got to document these things. You have to fucking document them, and that's why we went wrong when we did all the ones at Boston Comedy Club. I mean, Louis C.K. went after Jeff Ross.
Oh my God!
It was fucking brutal.
I think Jeff still thinks Louis doesn't like him. To this day, I've heard
Yes.
Jeff thinks Louis does. I don't know if he does or not, or maybe he was joking. We got a break, dude, because
Yeah.
Chris Stefano just got here, and he's going to be coming
great.
in. Also, Bert Kreischer is coming in. Those guys were both there last night.
Chris from the afternoon. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chris Stefano's coming. By the way, I don't know what he's from. If I remember correctly, I think the first show Chris Stefano did on this platform was hosted by Sam Roberts. But I don't. Yeah,
Was it?
yeah. Who
Are
knows?
you
where he's
sure?
from. Yeah.
Before Opie and Anthony? Maybe it was.
Yeah, he's doing the after show.
I know I
first.
brought him into Opie and Anthony.
doesn't
As
Chris,
I did most comedians to Opie and Anthony. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
did Chris do impressions?
I don't think so.
And we also
I don't. Unfortunately,
Oh,
I know.
we also have John McEnroe is coming in a little while. So I want to break now. He's promoting his new book.
I do want to. I'm interested in how Bert's doing, because last night when I saw him, he was stumbling up the stairs, going, "I'm leaving right now. I'm going to go to bed. I'm doing your show at 9, right? I'm doing your." I go, "Yep, all right." And he's coming up the stairs with me, and then he was like, "You guys still got Tito's? You guys still got Tito's in the studio? I might." And I go, "Yeah, you want a little something?" He goes, Yeah. Make sure there's a little something ready for me. And then instead of going home, he decided to go back downstairs and just do one more shot.
Yeah, cool.
One more.
Does anybody else have a personal experience at the end of the night they want to talk about? It stunk. We don't care. All right. Shut your fucking dumb face, you right-hand cunt.
Jesus Christ. You guys are like a married couple. All right, we'll be
Wait,
back.
hold on.
Oh.
This Friday and Saturday, I'll be at Gotham Comedy Club, Friday and Saturday, Gotham, New York City.
Go see Rich Voss, who
Yeah.
was so fucking funny last night.
So
Thank
funny.
And if you can't see Rich Voss and you're in Pittsburgh, come see me. I'll be at the Improv Friday and Saturday. It was just a great night. Bert, I'm looking forward to seeing Bert, and I'm glad DeStefano's here. And then John McEnroe in a little while, and stay tuned.
They were also there last night.
Yes. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Chris, how's your mic sound? That mic's a little weird sometimes.
I can hear myself. Is it all right? Do I sound all right?
I mean, I'm lost in your eyes. So
Really?
Yeah.
Nobody should be that groomed this early in the morning.
What are you talking
Look
about?
at your hair. There's not one thing out of
I
place.
fucking rub my fingers through it.
No way your fingers are that thin. Your hair looks beautiful. It's unbelievable. Are you
Dude, the roast
auditioning
is
for
great.
something?
Chris
No.
Stefano's here, and
Bert, hello.
Bert Kreischer's here.
Yeah.
Hi, Bert.
How you feel? I'm amazed you're awake at this hour.
I'm amazed he's alive.
I tried to leave that roast last night twice, and both times got pulled back in.
So I saw you. At,
So did I.
I saw you at about 11:45. You were leaving with me. You were already, feeling it. And DeRosa found you outside the club and said, "Let's do one more shot." And you looked at me and said, "I'm going to go back downstairs and just do one more shot." And I said, "Go for it, Bert. One more. Just one more."
I think the best part of this is watching DeRosa's alcoholism really bloom.
He was so fucked up when I was leaving, DeRosa.
What time were you leaving?
I think I left at like fucking 1:30. I even went over to the cellar, had a cup of coffee just to try to get fucking, some more energy. And, come all over your seat. And,
Jim farted.
And fucking, and then I went back for another half an hour, and DeRosa was talking to some girl, fucking out of his mind, out of his fucking mind.
It was so funny because I was standing in the back of the roast, and then I think DeRosa went up after the Patrice video, and it was so funny, and then there was rumblings in the back like, "Oh, here comes the bomb," and then DeRosa fucking murdered.
Yeah, he did.
And he had like that swagger
Yeah.
in his head and neck, that was just like after every joke, because I think he knew, like he was like, "Oh, people think I'm gonna bomb," and I just fucking crushed.
His dumb smile after
Yeah,
every joke.
yeah.
But he did have a fucking ball up there.
Oh God, and it was cool. And then I think because I got there, I missed Jim and I missed Lewis. But then when I got there, everybody just fucking crushed. And
Yeah.
as like newer comics in the back, I've been doing it 8 years now, so I'm still new, in that newer group. But we were
don't
all
forget
like,
it.
yeah, we were all like, man, like this is so amazing, but it's also like, shit, could we ever be this funny? It was like that. It was like a true, and you taped it, right?
Yeah,
yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll sell somewhere.
What did Bonnie say right before she pulled you up? That might be my line of the night. Was whatever Bonnie said right before she brought you up.
I want a divorce. I don't know what she said.
Oh, she said something about.
You thought they were going to die? You thought I
Yeah,
was
some people just won't die. I forget what it was. It was something about she
I like and when Florentine said something about like Bonnie being Canadian and living out the American dream and just getting stupid rich.
Florentine crushed. But DeRosa, because people are going, DeRosa's been in L.A. so long, he softened up.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
What the fuck's that mean?
You know what it means. They're not animals. The comics in L.A. aren't animals sitting around like we are. Okay.
L.A. and New York are different, though. I smell a premise. Shut up.
No, he's softened up. Hey, maybe your fucking producer can bring me some utensils.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, what you eat your food with. A utensil is a fork.
No, I
And some hot
understand,
sauce.
It's hot sauce.
Utensils, knives, forks, hot sauce.
Yes.
Sure thing, Star Jones.
Yeah, I thought, look, Dross was talking to me before it and said a couple things.
Rich needs utensils.
Do you have any hot sauce? Find some.
Okay.
No, if you have any in the room, don't leave the building for it, though. So DeRosa was going over the stuff with the roast with
Can I have
me,
more decaf, madam?
and
Thank
he
you.
seemed like he didn't have anything.
Right.
And when he got up there, he fucking slaughtered.
Yeah.
fantastic. It was. I'm telling you, it was the best roast I've ever been at.
You missed the intro that they did.
Yeah,
was really good. It was a video of a bunch of comics just talking about their first times meeting Rich Voss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I think they're like Jim just referred to him as an animal with autism, just an angry autistic animal. But
when Big J went, and you know what, I laughed at a lot, even though it's like a silly joke, and well, you know, Jim gets hit a lot. But when Big J was like that, his mother was a librarian, his father was a pond turtle.
That was a great line.
It was just funny because like everybody looked over and your head was just like shaking like that, and it was just like, oh, it was fucking
It's
classic.
hurtful, though. I mean, body shaming. I don't know. I don't go for that.
It's not for you.
It's not what we need to do in comedy. It's a wrong message.
Duncan Trussell was on the video intro, and he was talking about his first time meeting Rich. And like, I don't think, maybe he does, he just doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's never had that thing of like a young comic looking at him as like, oh, cool, it's Rich Voss. Like, he's probably got a lot of wisdom or a lot of stuff to teach me, or like, he's a legend. So Duncan goes like, I got really excited when Rich finally talked to me, because he yelled out to me and he goes, hey, you know where I know you from? And Duncan goes, no, where? And Rich goes, nowhere.
Even Colin on the video started just trashing all the Jersey comics, calling us all a bunch of fucking hacks and stuff.
He said Rich like brought in the wave of hack Jersey comics like Voss and Norton and Florentine.
Where did all those pictures come from?
The gay photos?
Yeah.
He did a photo shoot for the thing.
Are you serious?
He did a gay photo
I'm
shoot
sitting
for
there talking to Ari, and in the background, I just see all these gay pictures of you, and I'm so drunk that I'm like, wait, is this real?
You were drunk by then? That was before it started.
No.
Oh, okay.
At the tail. Oh, yeah, by the way, I was drunk by then.
Well, you did a 2-hour interview with the guys we fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
I have no idea. Yesterday, I started at 9 a.m. doing this shoot for Complex, and they got me drunk at 9, and it started there. Shit. I woke up. I think I did drugs last night. I'm not sure. But I just feel so weird right now that I'm like, I think I might have done something.
Well, when did your memory? What do you remember up until? You remember doing?
I remember
the Complex
yelling,
thing.
Marina Franklin.
Okay,
that's it.
And you're not hungover right now? You look great.
I'm still fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, if I start, like, yeah.
Marina Franklin was shouted out like pretty early on.
Oof.
In the evenings.
Did she shout out?
No. She was shouted like from the stage. Like, somebody mentioned that she was there, so I'm assuming that's when Bert probably acknowledged her, which was not late into the evening.
No, it was not. It was still early on.
Yeah, quite early.
I have no recollection of getting back. I'm amazed that my body can actually operate and get myself from point A to point B completely incapacitated.
Yeah.
That I got to my hotel and went to bed, put my Rogaine in, took my blood pressure medicine, and don't remember any of it.
You use Rogaine? you think that's your biggest problem?
I did this podcast twice.
What great way to add to the joke.
It was ill-timed.
A terrible tag that was.
Just like a non-sequitur.
I know we're all joking around. He's drunk, making fun of his hair, and then you're like, "Oh, here, technical fact about myself."
I did.
Shut up. No one cares.
Oh, you don't care. You don't even get it.
What
it's a joke.
I apologize. Go ahead.
Forget. I'm not going to explain.
I said I'm
it.
sorry.
He apologized.
That's not, I don't care.
I don't apologize
I'm
lightly.
so upset that Kevin Pollak didn't come. That it doesn't matter. The rest of the day is ruined. Rogaine.
Whose podcast? Stop trying to bring it back to Rogaine because you feel guilty. What was what podcast?
What podcast did you do twice?
Yeah,
Rich?
which one? Now you got to tell me.
I don't know.
You were going to say something.
No, wait, you guys don't get the joke?
No.
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
Should I say
Oh,
it?
no, I just got it. That's terrible. Oh, that's horrible.
Yep. Did you get it yet?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like a fart that's floating around the room.
Okay, good.
No.
Yep.
He goes like, Jim goes, you use Rogaine.
Okay.
And then he goes, that's what you think is your biggest problem? And then Rich goes, I did his podcast twice.
I don't get it.
Okay, the pronoun his. In this instance, I'm not going to give it all to you. The his pronoun is not referring to Bert or gin.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah.
Not
yeah.
good.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's worse than when I thought you were just stating a fact.
What's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That's worse than than thinking you were stating a fact. Knowing that was a joke, what that means, that's more offensive.
Play on words.
No, it was very little.
By the way, I've never enjoyed a bombing joke more in my entire life than right now. Watching everyone go, "Oh, I fucking got it! I got it!"
Oh no, that couldn't be it. Oh
Let's move on real quick.
No. By the way, comedy shouldn't be that complicated that you have to sit with a group of friends and figure it out.
And it wasn't comedy. That was just
No, it wasn't.
that was not comedy.
Because it's one thing when like the whole room pauses and then slowly everybody starts to laugh. Like that happens.
And they go, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. But in this scenario, it was just
Everyone
like,
went, oh no, oh yuck, oh boo. So what's the last thing you remember, Bert? What time did you wind up leaving?
I do remember. I don't know. I know that my
You remember talking to me at like 11:45?
Yes.
Okay.
Ish.
Not that
I
much.
do
so.
remember going in with Joe to do a shot, but I don't remember anything after that. Definitely.
Okay. And that's when you think you might have done drugs?
I think so.
What kind?
Yeah, just probably
Edibles?
either edibles or mushrooms, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I woke up very like searing panic attacks.
So does that mean you don't know if you slept for 4 hours or 15 minutes?
I don't know.
You set an alarm though, right?
Hell yeah, I got Siri. Every night I go, "Hey Siri, set an alarm." I just ruined everyone's phone.
Yeah.
Going right now.
Yeah, it's
Hey
just going
Siri,
off.
set alarm for 1 a.m. Siri, set alarm for 1:15 a.m.
Is that
Siri, set alarm for 2 a.m. I'm just hoping people's phones are getting set.
I hope so.
Are these both yours?
No, I'm not. I
He's
can't
pointing
touch
at his balls.
coffee. I ordered coffee. I ordered coffee thinking I'd bounce back, but I don't even want to touch it.
It's not going to happen.
Oh my gosh! I'm enjoying this slow roll this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get into the swing of things. Do you have... Why are you laughing at Boss's hat hair?
Fuck! I'm leaving. Greatest morning of my fucking life. Hey, someone get some Tito's in here. I'm ready to go back. Fucking Rich Voss, you might be my favorite human being. I hope I did do drugs last night.
Oh, my God.
God damn it.
And that's on video.
I broke my headset.
Oh, you have that on video?
You put your fucking headphones on and it snapped into your fucking face.
Can we get the audio of that, Travis? I would like to hear that again.
Oh, my God.
Hold on.
Hold on, Bert.
I fix my headset. I want to hear that.
Here's what happened. Voss took his hat off. Bert started laughing because his hair is a total mess. Then, as Bert's laughing because Voss has hat hair, Voss goes to reapply his headphones to his newly de-hatted head. And he stretches them to fit over his head, and it snaps right back in his face.
I want to see the video of that. I want the fucking sound.
We'll post that today.
Were we videoing that? We were.
That camera's always on. Is that on, Troy?
I see that red light.
Fuck.
I see it. You panic for a second, Troy?
Of course.
Just because, like, holy shit, if I missed that.
hear it?
Travis, do you have the audio of that?
I sure do.
And whatever you said to me, Travis, I didn't hear you.
I was going to say that Bert's timeline on Twitter was active all night, so I don't think he got much sleep.
Oh, okay.
Twitter all night.
Okay, all right, let's listen to the thing, and then I would like to see what's on Bert's Twitter account. Do you have... Are you laughing at Voss's hat hair?
Do it again. Oh.
Do you have...
One more time, Travis.
Are you laughing at Voss's hat hair? Holy shit! Oh my God!
Oh, I hope Kevin does an impression of that.
That made me laugh.
Oh my God, that was my favorite thing.
Yeah, Bert, you were like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that was an hour ago, so you might have been awake.
Yeah.
There wasn't a 2-hour span where he didn't retweet something.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
3 hours ago.
3 hours ago, you were-
the BET Awards.
Yeah, 3 hours ago you were... Okay, so 3 hours ago, which was what time? It was 6 6:15 a.m. Do you remember being awake at 6:15 a.m. and tweeting out
Yeah, can I have a piece of bacon?
Migos and
yeah.
and Joe Budden at the BET Award?
Yeah, I said I could fight the Migos.
That's hilarious.
You can't fight the Migos.
No shit. I was drunk and I fucking called out 3 gangsters.
Yeah.
Did they respond to you?
No, can't wait for that tweet. Can't wait to fucking whatever.
Yeah, Migos are the real deal.
Are they?
Not really.
Donald Glover talked about them.
Yeah.
And I bought their album, and I don't really enjoy it.
I love Migos.
I don't know who they
Yeah,
are.
I do.
It's like
Bad
a
and
rap
bougie.
group from Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, I like Joe Budden more.
I like Joe Budden a
I
lot.
like Joe Budden a lot.
Yeah.
And they tried to fight Joe Budden, and so I was like, fuck it, I'll fight all 3 Migos.
Yeah, pull up the from the BET Awards. Joe Budden.
Oh, have you seen this?
So Joe Budden is like an older rapper who like doesn't like young rap because not. Yeah, I don't know. Find the real video, Troy. Not this one. Just look up the actual incident from the BET Awards. So Joe Budden is like this real rapper from like he had a big hit, "Pump It Up."
Yeah.
In like the early 2000s, but he like considers himself a lyricist.
Yeah.
And doesn't like mumble rap. He doesn't
Right.
like that kids now basically put out rap songs about nothing.
Yeah.
And he's become like a big hip hop podcaster because he calls people out all the time.
Joe Budden, yeah. His the rap line was, "I'm a wife beater, I don't mean a tank top." That's what he said in one of his rap songs. People were like, what?
And so he was at the BET Awards, and they were interviewing Migos, who are like huge right now, but they're like the top rap group who don't rap about anything in particular. Like they're the biggest mumble rap group there is. And he walked off the interview because his co-host was like, "Migos are my favorite rap group. You guys are one of my favorites right now." And Joe was just like, "This is stupid," and he left.
Wait,
It was pretty
Joe,
funny.
Wait, he was there
Yeah, he was interviewing him.
Yeah.
and he walked off?
He walked off because he was like, "I don't respect these guys, and I don't know why he's acting like he does." And then Migos, all 3 of them, stood up as if they were about to fight.
Yeah.
But they said all night Migos was starting shit with everybody.
Oh, really?
Like being tough guys, and that's what was a little bit too.
Didn't he say he could walk to any rap concert with his eyes closed and all these young rappers all sound the same?
These guys are all English. They're talking Migos.
Hang on.
Oh, fuck, Troy. What is this?
I don't know where that's coming from. Hold on.
Okay. Troy's got to get it.
Oh no! Oh shit! I was playing it from there. Okay, hang on.
Troy's got to get his shit together.
I got it.
This is embarrassing.
I got it.
With you being left off bad and bougie.
I ain't left out bad and bougie. You think I'm left out bad and bougie?
Say again?
You say I'm left out bad and bougie?
What'd you say?
You say I'm left off bad and bougie?
Yeah.
Do it look like I'm left out bad and bougie?
What'd you say?
So hit
Do it
pause
look
for a
like I'm left
second.
out bad and bougie?
This dude,
I mean, that's what
Joe Budden's co-host here, this dude,
Yeah.
he keeps saying, "Say that again," because he's making fun of him because nobody knows what they're talking about ever.
Yeah.
So like when he keeps saying, "Say that again," he's like he's trolling him
Okay.
because nobody knows what they're saying. All right, go back just
okay.
a little bit.
Look like I'm left out bad and bougie?
Nah, I mean that's one thing I like about the group because ever since when you were in jail, even though you might see one or the other, y'all move as a collective.
All right, we got to wrap this up though.
That's Joe Budden.
My bad. I be trying to jump.
I couldn't
wrap
hear
it up
anything over there too. Close it.
Close it.
Hey, listen, man. I wish I could talk to the Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups. I've been covering for so long. I'm glad they succeeded, man.
Hey, man, you guys are not bad today. Have a good show.
Look at that.
And the Migos are standing up now, and they're pissed. And the security guy comes in.
No. Wait.
Where's their security guard? Where's their security guard?
Chill.
And then that's it.
Well, the guy is being a dick by walking off his interview.
Yeah.
Well, they don't
I
interview
mean,
him.
he's being
They just don't do that.
He's being a dick on purpose, though.
No,
mean,
I know. But
That's,
just
Yeah.
that's
don't do the interview.
thing.
Jesus, keep that
Oh,
away
boy.
from me.
Oh boy, this
Thank
is
you,
good.
Roland.
Why do you have one of that? What's in that plastic bag?
I just took my vitamins.
Where's that from?
No, that's what we have left from
Tito's.
Okay.
know
Oh,
what
you
else
said Tito's? I thought that was a food.
No, it's
I swear to God, I thought it was like a.
No, it's a
like,
carb-free vodka.
I thought that was a Mexican food. A Tito.
Yeah.
I thought that was some kind of Mexican breakfast.
It's a Mexican alcohol, yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah, it's alcohol. Vodka.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Just, you thought Bert needed
my
something
God.
to settle his stomach?
So when you
Yeah.
have a fucking when you have a heart attack here,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh my God! You know what else was funny last night? Just the aside when Colin was like, "I hope Ozzy gets electrocuted."
Oh, he said that to me.
That was so fucking because it was just like not that many people even heard it, but the people that know you, I was like, "This is great." All right, then I shouldn't even said that.
No. I'm making a face
Yeah.
because Travis talked to me and I can't hear it because
No, I was going like this.
we'll
His
fix
mic's overmodulated.
Oh,
yeah.
so, okay, I couldn't hear him before.
It was, the coolest part of last night was I was just sitting in the stairwell with just comics.
Yeah.
And we were just, like me, Mike Vecchione, and Sam Morrell couldn't see the stage. We were just listening to it like a comedy album and laughing hysterically with each other.
Yeah.
It was, man, I'll tell you, a long time ago, my wife, something happened in my career. My wife's like, you should be really proud. The only thing I'm proud about is that I can go to a comedy club like last night, sit in a stairwell with other dudes, and I know that I've earned the fact that us laughing together is like, you know what I mean? I love laughing.
Yeah. You still get excited over the fact that like you're a part of this community and like these are your peers.
Kidding me?
Like
I feel the same way about other communities.
I mean, I got excited at the fact that my wife would never understand how funny the fact that he put in the word pond turtle.
Yeah,
like pond turtle.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I appreciated that from a different level. Like the way a chef would, I went pond turtle. That's fucking hilarious.
It's because a pond turtle is just you understand that it's kind of a mopey little animal.
Yeah.
It's such an unimpressive animal. A pond turtle.
there is nothing to it.
Yeah.
A turtle's fine. Your mom was a librarian and your dad was a pond turtle. I fucking love that.
Which implies that my mother fucked that thing.
And nobody bombed. Like it just,
No
the
one.
bar kept going up and up and up, and I was like, "This is fucking crazy." Every row somebody bombs. Not that one though.
No.
I love when, and you know, the thing I love most is that a guy like Tarosa, the working man's hero, the guy we want to bomb because we love him, but him bombing's better. That he comes out and then we get to watch his swagger all night.
I didn't expect him to bomb though. I mean, he's a good writer.
He's a great writer.
Yeah. You know he's going to do it.
But people did hope. Whether they expected it or not, they were like, "Oh yeah, let's see, this is going to be the one."
Yeah.
and then it wasn't. He crushed.
Oh, it was so much fun last night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish I remembered more of it.
it was great.
Wait, luckily he filmed it,
I didn't.
so you'll be able to hear the jokes like new.
Anthony was filming a lot of it. I saw that. Anthony was very naughty with his little video camera.
Those riffs with you and Anthony were fucking snapback. quick.
What did you do? What did you do? What was the fucking tail end of that? Now it's your turn. What did you say?
Oh, your turn.
Yeah, your turn. Fuck. Me and Vecchione were punching each other. We were laughing so hard.
It's like you're autistic with comebacks. You know, like as soon as
Yes,
somebody
with
says
everything
anything
else in life.
you just have it right away. When Jay told that story of the comeback with the leprechaun, it was hilarious.
Oh
dude.
my God.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I'm getting to hear it for the first time.
Oh man, it was
This
great.
is the beauty of blacking out, is that you get to experience it and then relive it.
And sometimes you start fights with rappers.
Yeah, sometimes you start
Migos.
fights with Migos.
I was going for I didn't want to go too long because I was on first, so I was like, I didn't even tell a Voss story. Like I couldn't believe I didn't tell a story about us. Like there's so many.
Oh God, the Central Park.
Oh, I didn't.
What happened in Central Park?
No,
It's too long a story, but it was just one of the many
Why'd you
times.
start it then?
Well, he mentioned it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I didn't tell any
Sorry.
Voss stories.
And you know, like I even though I didn't see it, but just when I heard that he did well. But like Luis Gomez, to me, it takes so much balls to be on a dais with you guys have known each other 20, 25 years, and Luis is newer at comedy. Well, a little bit longer than me, but he's not a 20-year comic, and for him,
It's not even a 2-year comic.
He's not even.
And it's crazy. I mean, Skankfest,
Colin had the funniest line about Skankfest. He goes, "That's Coachella for middles."
Oh my God! And what about when Florentine called Bonnie a MILF a middle? I'd love to fuck. That was great. And he said it wrong too. He was like, "Middle, I just want to fuck." It's like, no, you have to say love with the L. But it's great.
Yeah, Florentine slaughtered.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
Holy fuck! And like when you talk to him on the phone, you're going, I don't know what I have. Like, everybody's like, doesn't have anything.
I never bounced my jokes on people before. I never want to know what the other comedians are saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to bounce my joke. It's a jinx. It's fun to just do it.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't like to do it. Some guys might be comfortable. I'm just
It takes like the like in the moment feeling off of the joke. I think a little bit. Like you want to just say it the first time and let it be natural.
So
They're
many
also
of
a little
them are
bit
dropped.
They're a little bit your
yeah.
audience too, right? Like, I mean, usually when you're doing stand up, like you don't have the other comedians on stage with you actually listening to your material. Like you want to make them laugh.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't want to try anything on anybody.
It was my biggest problem when I first started doing TV. You do the run through, and I'd drop all my jokes in the run through.
Yeah.
And then I'd bomb in the taping.
Sure.
Yeah, because
People had heard everything.
they're like, that was all right.
Yeah.
Then you lose confidence.
Yeah. It feels like you're doing TV now.
Who doesn't appreciate Rich Voss? Did you see Kenny last night too? Did you guys
I didn't see Kenny.
Yeah,
No,
he was
I
there.
saw him, yeah.
I didn't see
I
him.
think I hugged him.
Me too. I was so happy to see him in his civilian clothes, all relaxed in a great mood.
Yeah. So, do you know who you might have done drugs with?
I don't know. Maybe Nate Bargatze?
Okay.
Is he there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
doesn't,
there.
he doesn't do
Yeah,
drugs.
I don't think he does drugs.
He doesn't do drugs, but I saw him do drugs. I shouldn't say that, but
Why not? It's only a public forum.
So sometimes he does drugs.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone gave us drugs at Skankfest, and I think that's what I did. I'm not certain.
Right.
I looked for it this morning, and I couldn't find it.
Well, they had
So that's okay. That's a clue.
They had all those edibles at Skankfest.
Jesus
like
Christ.
everywhere you went there, everybody was fucked up.
They were. I didn't. I was away, so I heard it was very successful. They said every show was sold out.
It was
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
It's not hard to sell out 40 seats. They were amazing. It was so much fun. The fucking those
Yeah.
shows there.
Oh.
We did. Would You Bang 'Em there? And again, DeRosa had a semi meltdown.
Why?
Because everybody didn't say they would fuck him.
They wouldn't fuck him.
Yeah.
What would they ask female comics if they'd fuck him?
That's
or
what
regular
Would You
women?
Bang
or-
'Em. When we do Would You Bang 'Em, we have comics go up and do their set. Then we have judges discuss whether they would fuck him after their set.
Oh, women talk. Okay.
Well, and a gay guy. We have 3 women and a gay
Women
guy.
always want to. DeRosa gets fucking loads of pussy.
I know.
Really?
It's
Crazy.
so it's.
I don't know how
He's a good dresser. I think. I remember. I dated
Not a good dresser.
I dated a girl once, and she had hooked up with Joe DeRosa, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, it pissed me off when I found out. I was like, "Why?" And she goes, "To be honest," she was like, "He just drew me in, and then before I even realized it, I was already blowing him."
They
and I
say-
was like, "Fuck."
Yes, whenever a girl.
Yeah, that,
Hold on, you made out with a girl that had Joe DeRosa's dick in her
made out.
mouth?
I dated a girl, and I was like, and it was tough. It was tough to
Sure.
move forward. Even I wish she would have just had sex with him, but just to blow him, ugh.
Yeah, it's easier to
Think
find out a
about
girl
it.
just left ISIS than she was fucking Joe DeRosa.
Chuck, yeah, oh my God.
That's the first thing you know. If Joe's like, I fucked a girl, I'm like, okay, that means she's been doing comedy 2 weeks or less. She's brand new.
We're at Skanks Fest at the outside the Cake and the Creve in the outdoor patio.
The cake and the creed, you fucking drunkard. I'm not telling you.
The cake and what we wish you would drown in.
The cake and the creed. It is the cake and the creed.
It's the cake and the cream.
I'm just teasing you.
Jim, like, don't. It's
I'm
the cake and the
teasing.
cream.
Shut
Don't
up.
fuck with him.
So we're standing outside in the patio.
Where?
Out at that place. And,
Which place?
You know what I mean.
Say it.
Cave in the creek. Cave in the creek.
Yes.
Yeah, it's closer.
Creek in the cave.
No, it's the cave in the creek.
Cake and the cream.
Cake in the creed.
Anyway,
I think it's cake and the cream.
I'm talking to Bobby Kelly. We're having a cigar and a bird shits on him.
Bobby?
Bobby.
Oh my God.
Bobby goes, "Hey, what's dripping on me?" And all of a sudden, someone goes, "A bird just shit all over your head."
No, not on his head.
I swear to God. And he melts the fuck down. And he starts going, "Get it off me! Get it off me!" And I have a video of me cleaning bird shit off of Bobby in a bathroom, and I could not stop fucking laughing.
Who was more relieved, Bobby or the bird shit? He cleaned it off.
Oh,
that's fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
that's great.
God, yeah, this has been a really fun week. I'm afraid to
What are you doing in town, by the way?
just hanging out.
Oh, you're not okay. You know, there's a gig or anything.
I came in because I came up for Skanks Fest, and then I'm in Omaha on Friday morning. So I was like, well, I don't want to fly back to LA and then fly to Omaha. I'll just
Yeah. Is our guest here?
Yeah. Oh, they gave us the wrong. What mic is that?
This is I think a 8 couch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right,
John
Tom.
McEnroe's coming in.
oh, this
Yes.
is fucking
Nice.
awesome.
You're excited, Bert?
Dude, I'm a big fan.
John McEnroe is here.
Holy
Welcome.
shit.
What's up, John?
Ew.
Big fan.
You didn't need to dress up.
How are you, man?
How's it going? Hey, Jim, how's it going?
I'm good, buddy. How's
All
everything?
right.
Rich Voss hit himself in the face with his headphones a few minutes ago, and Bert got excited by it and took his shirt
Oh,
off.
really?
So yeah,
All
that's
right.
that's been the
Very
vibe this
exciting.
morning.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we roasted him last night, so we're all just kind of going over the attacks. It was really a fun night.
You've never been a part of one of those celebrity roasts or anything like that, have you?
No, I haven't.
Would you do that, or do you not really care to be made fun of?
I fall somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say never, but I'm not wild about getting made fun of constantly for hours.
Yeah. But you seem comfortable saying shit about people. You don't seem shy about that at all. You seem comfortable being open.
I could probably do a little of that. And I saw Jeff Ross at Don Rickles' funeral service the other day, so... he reminds me of a roast. When I see him, roast is the first word that comes to my mind.
I get that.
Yeah, he's built like a really weird industry. I saw Jeff recently, and it's like I told him, like, you're doing stuff no one does. Like, he goes to a prison and roasts people. He roasted the police.
Yeah,
I mean, he really is ballsy the places he goes and.
Didn't he have a lot more hair not too long ago?
At one point, yeah, he's just gotten bizarre looking.
Or was that maybe something possibly?
No, he did.
That was stuck on his head.
It was his hair, and then he started losing it, and then one day he just showed up bald, and he looks like an experiment. We're just like, all right, that's what Jeff looks like.
Because he did, right? He let his hair grow out like crazy.
That would be what in tennis we'd say the challenge system. We challenged that was his hair.
Yeah.
You've had great hair loss, by the way. Your hair has stayed at the exact same place the entire time.
The Rogaine worked pretty. Whoa.
Rich did his podcast twice. I use Rogaine. I have it in my bag.
Oh, really?
I use it every single day.
I mean, it helps. Maybe it does. You don't lose anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've gained a whole lot, but little peach fuzz back up here.
Do you actually use it?
I do.
What do? You rub it in, or is it something you eat?
You want to try it?
No. I don't know what it does.
Just sharing your Rogaine.
What does it stimulate your hair
It keeps
follicles?
you hard for 4 hours.
Do you take any of that
I love
stuff?
that when they say that if you have had erection for 4 hours, you immediately go celebrate. No,
have you ever?
Dream.
Do you take that stuff? Do you take any?
I do.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer Rogaine.
Cialis?
That's the only one. Oh, you mean?
I meant the dick
I'm
pills.
sorry.
Dick
No,
pills.
I haven't. No, I haven't yet.
I have. I like it a lot. It's hard to. You get addicted to them. You start relying on them.
I'm telling you, if I take it, my wife's, I go, we're going to have sex tonight, and she says yes, and I take it, and then she bails out. I'm like, look, bitch, somebody's paying for this fucking pill, because they're like $40 a piece.
Yeah, his wife's got to leave 2 20s on.
Yes.
Just a charming guy. This is Rich Voss.
Interesting. Interesting way you put it on her.
Yes. But the Cialis is the best.
You've gotten quoted a lot lately. You've done good press.
I guess. I'm surprised.
You commented on Serena Williams. You said that she would be like number 700 in the world if she played men. Were you just kidding when you said that, or were you just not even trying to shit on her, just making a statement?
I was just trying to be honest, even though I think Serena's amazing, and I think without Serena we'd be in deeper shit than we are right now with the game of tennis in America. It's not exactly killing it.
Right.
It's too unaffordable. It's not accessible, and we need to get some personality and some players, some athletes. The best athletes playing basketball, football. They're not playing, and even the size of a tennis court, you probably have 20 kids playing soccer. So we're sort of the 1%, which is something I've always wanted to change. So with Serena and Venus doing so great and coming from the inner cities of L.A., Compton, California, it was a great story. I wish we could capitalize on it more. But having said that, for some reason, people always seem to talk about tennis with men and women. Why don't they do that in basketball? They have WNBA. Where would that? The star players in the WNBA. How would they do in the NBA?
Right.
So it's not a dish. They make it sound like it is, but I believe there's a lot of what about the 100-yard dash or boxing? In boxing, for example, they could be at the same weight class. They both be 160 pounds, whatever pounds the weight was. So I have a solution, though, Jim. The solution is the men and women play together. And then, because we're all just guessing. No one knows for sure. If Serena played for 2 years, where would she be? I hope she'd be higher. I hope she'd be 100 or 50 or whatever people believe that she would actually be. But there's a lot of kids out there that people don't, college kids at my tennis academy, kids at other academies growing up that can play. A lot of kids that can play. And I think it's a little unfair that sort of they've come at me again. Why? Why is it always me?
She had an interesting...
Call Federer up and ask him.
Her response was interesting, because I didn't think you were going to say anything horrible. She wrote, "Dear John, I adore and respect you, but please
Can we stop there?
But please Keep me out of your statements that are not factually based. I've never played anyone ranked, and then she wrote quotes there, nor do I have time. Respect me and my privacy as I'm trying to have a baby. Good day, sir. Like, I didn't think the baby thing was, like, it's great that she's having a baby. But
just pregnancy hormones.
Five times I've been in the room with, watching my kids be born, and I know what an amazing thing that is. And I wouldn't want anything by any means. I don't want to upset her, but God forbid something, I wanted her baby to be healthy and happy. So it's felt a little like the end. She was sort of like, hey, don't get, me all stressed out, which I felt bad about if she actually even for 1 second believes that. But
it doesn't change whether or not she can beat men at tennis.
No, of course not. It'd probably be more difficult 6 months pregnant.
Probably
in my book that I'm supposedly
the book is
talking
called
about.
But Seriously.
My kids, I have 4 girls and 2 boys, so I've become a big believer in equal pay for the men and women. I've changed over the years. Back before, I didn't feel the same way when I was playing. And my girls look at me now like, you can't beat Serena Williams. So it's a topic that's been talked about for 25 years, ever since Serena and Venus came out and said they thought they could beat men. That started way back 20 years ago when they first came on the scene. And a guy who was ranked like 250 or 300 in the world went out and beat them in a practice set. They each played a set. And so since then, people... Now the President of the United States of America had, sent me an envelope back in 2001, I believe, asking if I would play either Williams sisters. Offered me $1 million to do that. So,
what'd you say?
I said, that's a good start.
Yeah.
If we're going to do this, if this is as big as it is, I would say, first of all, I would donate my entire winnings to charity. And hopefully it would be something that would be be interesting, I guess. I don't know why. Again, people find this so fascinating. I know it was happening one time with Bobby Riggs and Billie Jean King, but you don't hear about it in the other sports.
I think it's interesting because you say things. I think it's interesting because you've always been the guy who kind of, you were very vocal and you were a character and you were very unique in tennis. And the fact is that you're still coming out and just saying things how you feel. And that's kind of shocking the way people are now. Nobody says what they feel. So it's kind of.
And it is just an opinion.
Yeah.
After she's right. It's not based on any facts whatsoever.
Right.
Other than that, you have to think, okay, what would she do if she had to play solely against men? Why don't we just combine it? Because we're trying to figure out ways to make the game more exciting. At least temporarily, that would make it more interesting if the women and the men played together.
The most important part of the most exciting part about watching Nadal play is watching his OCD. Do you ever watch that?
I do, but I am a little distracted by the fact that you don't have a shirt on. By the way, it's hard to answer that seriously.
I am a big tennis fan, and I grew up playing tennis. How much has the...
You obviously don't play a whole lot.
He's remarking that Bert is fat.
Are you saying Bert's fat?
The training regimen has slacked off a bit recently.
John McEnroe, are you saying for the record that Bert is fat?
I don't want to go quite that far, but you could call it husky. I was husky in high school.
So Bert is husky, according to John McEnroe.
I was when I grew up was small, medium, husky in Lars, and I was husky as a teenager. So,
really,
I eventually lost that baby fat that apparently you still have.
He's a bear on some websites.
Yes, ones you frequent.
Well, they tried it in golf. I think it was Michelle Wee or somebody tried to play on a Pro Tour event.
Is that a sport?
Yeah, golf is 10 times harder than tennis.
Oh no, I completely agree with you. I completely
I'm not
agree
saying
with that.
it's
No.
strenuous.
It's by far. I've just started, getting somewhat addicted to it, and it is way more difficult and frustrating. It makes tennis seem like a walk in the park, but then again, they don't run. So I sort of count sports that you actually have to run to get it.
Yeah.
But it's not. I'm not saying it's not unbelievable. McEnroe says golf is complete shit. No.
But you don't consider it a sport.
It's not a sport.
I consider it an art. An incredibly tough game, and I've. It's definitely addicting. I'm trying to get better at it, but
fucking nightmare.
No, it's a nightmare. It is.
John, you've been a part of I used to work at the tennis center. I was a court attendant there all through high school, and one time, maybe 2002.
You're not making this up, are you?
No. I was. I went to high school in Queens. I'm from Queens, Brooklyn, and I used to push I was pushing a full thing of Gatorade, and it hit a curb, and all the Gatorade fell out. And I was with my best friend, one of my close friends, Pat Finnegan. and you just were walking by and you just saw it stop and you went, "You dummy," and then and
is that in the book?
And like for the last 15 years of my life, like I'll just always get a random text from my boy Pat, just be like, "You dummy," and when I told him you were on the show,
It
he was
wasn't
like,
at
"Make
least,
sure."
you dumbass or something.
No, he said, "You dummy," but we always loved you.
Does this
for
sound like
that.
something you would do?
Yeah. It was great.
In a nice way.
Yeah, no, it
'Cause
wasn't.
This
It wasn't
book
hurtful.
is about looking at more of the half full and sort of getting better perspective and sort of being appreciative of the fact that I can even quote unquote reinvent myself. So on a certain level,
I'll say from watching all the tennis players, from being a court, you see all the tennis players, you see all the celebrities, and some guys just walk by, don't sign autographs or just whatever. But you always stopped, and everybody always loved you. We always noticed that. We were like, John's like the fans' favorite.
I didn't see it.
Thank you. I tried not to stop for them because I think they're worthless and they're not, and they're not worth anything. I'm like, please, you don't want my autograph.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anything.
People always love you, though.
Don't make me sign now. Selfie.
You hate them, right?
I'm not a big selfie guy. I mean, it's just my kids want a selfie. That's a different story. A young kid or, me growing up and asking someone, my idol Rod Laver, can I have your autograph? I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
But the 74-year-old, maybe this, because I'm big, my biggest fan base is women over 75. So that I wouldn't mind either. But it's these guys that you feel like they're selling it or trying to sell it. And I try to tell them it ain't worth a damn.
Yeah.
But that gets a bit much.
But you talk about in the book that like you used to Andy Warhol used to cock block you with his camera, that you'd be at these parties trying to pick up women, do what you do at a party, and Andy Warhol is running around with his camera trying to photograph everybody, and it would just bug the shit out of you.
Yeah, well, it got on my nerves. I couldn't figure out why this guy with this wig on, who seemed a little abnormal, but and when you finally got to my friend's place. I won't mention names, Richard Weissman. And you thought you're free and clear now. No one's going to be, you can let your hair down a little bit and, whatever happens, happens. And all of a sudden, Mr. Warhol would be in there and it seemed like, what is he doing? I mean, he's just blowing my chance. Now, I can't blame him for my lack of success totally, but I say he contributed to it.
He did. He made you cautious.
He made me more cautious and uptight, and therefore my shtick wasn't working as well.
We have to wrap in a couple of minutes. We only had John for a few minutes there telling us. I want you, because you're so honest in the book. You reveal that you're estranged from your younger son, Sean. Why are you guys estranged?
How much time do we have?
About 5 minutes.
We're still in contact. We're not totally estranged. We haven't seen a lot of each other for a while. But that's a long story, and I hope to God that we eventually have a tremendous relationship.
How old is he?
He's 29 years old. Part of it is, he's a firm believer in not wanting to work a whole lot.
Okay.
Which I happen to be, hopefully, I try to set by example. I mean, he believes that he wants to be an actor, which is God bless him, or he wanted to be a musician or a photographer, now back to acting or possibly writing a screenplay. Oh, and he's a talented kid, good-looking kid. But I said, look, Jack Nicholson, he worked at a bar till he was 30, pay the bills. You guys do that. You go and do your set when you're, 20 years ago, whatever it was. And you had to work at times to make some cash, not me just hand it to him. I want to help him out, and I tried to help him out. But in essence, that's, you
got to pay your dues.
I feel like you do, and I think you end up having more character in the end by sort of going through some of those experiences, especially if you're trying to be an actor, for example.
Sure. Do you think it's hard when your parents are famous, like for somebody growing up, like my parents are both icons? What do I,
Yeah, I've tried to obviously I've thought a lot about that, and obviously when your parents aren't together and have had a difficult time since they've been divorced, and seems like getting undermined. But if I do one thing, my ex does the other. Or maybe she, you could have Tatum on and she could tell the exact opposite, or whatever it is. But this is my time now, and it's difficult even when you're together. A mother, and we all know that as parents, and you all want what's best for your kids. But it's not easy when you're sort of seeing things in a totally different way. And I've been lucky with Patty Smythe, which is, it's the toughest job in the world, being a stepmom. There's no question about that. And to sort of feel like we put in a lot of time and effort and then feel like, how could you not, see it my way? It's not easy. But,
I had such a crush on Tatum O'Neal.
You did?
Oh, you have no fucking idea.
I thought she would go for you.
I believe she's available now. Get her mind off me.
So we have to wrap. We only had. We'll take a quick break.
Yeah.
I love John McEnroe. You're really such an
Jim,
honest
thanks
guy.
thanks for having me.
Anytime, man. I wish you would come in
appreciate
more.
it. Yeah.
John's book, it's a follow-up to his bestseller. People have been really waiting for this for a long time. It's called But Seriously. And, this is after You Cannot Be Serious. This is the follow-up. And you're just a brutally honest guy. And I love you so much. So thank you for coming in.
Thanks,
great.
guys.
Yeah, man.
And what
you need a shirt or you're...
I'm cool.
All right, we'll be right back in just a couple minutes. We are back. Thanks to John McEnroe. He was only supposed to do a sports radio show, and I know him for a while, and he agreed to come in. He's only doing us in the sports radio show, so it was really good to see him.
I don't think he wanted to sign my book.
Why?
Yeah.
He just you got that vibe too. Like
I got that vibe.
He was happy to sign your book, but then when I came up to, I don't even think he knew that I was a co-host of the show. To tell you the truth,
Not many people do.
Yeah, lucky him.
But yeah, he didn't seem like he wanted to sign it.
No, I think he's just a skittish guy. Like I think, again, I know him for probably 10 years, maybe more, maybe 15 years, and he doesn't he doesn't seem like he likes to shake hands a lot. Like he's just his own way, you know.
He doesn't like compliments, like Bert. You were saying, like how much you looked up to him in tennis, and he was visibly uncomfortable.
Yes, he doesn't like his son.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Wait, hold on. I apologize.
Jim, he's not good with the button.
No, I'm not. I apologize.
It's really bad.
I'm sorry, Bert.
Yeah, he really was. He really was
I know they
weird
are.
about compliment.
He doesn't like praise. Yeah, some guys don't like that. They just don't want to hear it.
It seemed like he was trying to actively make Bert not like him. Like
Yeah.
Bert kept complimenting him, and he kept being like, "You're not wearing a fucking shirt. You're fat."
That story I told when I dropped the Gatorade, like the Gatorade spilled everywhere, and he called me a dummy and just stepped over all the Gatorades and didn't even pick one
I
up.
wanted that story to bomb so bad.
know.
It actually was really funny, but I was like, where's he going with this?
Yeah. Well, as I was getting up there, it was like, oh fuck. I was like, shit. I hope this is funny at the end. It wasn't great.
It was
what am
very
I going to
funny.
do? I wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, he's a very honest dude, and I'm actually going to read this book.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because he's
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm plugging my.
He gets and
book.
Being around him at the tennis center. I mean, the pussy that flows his way it's like.
Is he recognizable in the tennis center?
Oh, dude. Yeah, I remember he's a wild too, because like he'll come in like looking like a rock and roller, but like in tennis shorts, and fucking women of all ages. I remember being a teenager and us just sitting back there and be like, how much pussy does McEnroe get?
You forget what a legend John McEnroe.
Yeah.
Like literally, as far as he's one of the most famous tennis players in history. Like you forget-
Absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes.
He was the first guy to throw on his racket and causing people who are like 25 and like you might not remember him, but like
He's like the Dennis Rodman of tennis.
Yeah, he was literally he was front page news when he played tennis. Nobody cared about tennis players. I mean, Billie Jean King people knew, and a few other ones, Arthur Ashe.
Arthur
but
Ashe, yeah.
He was like the Keith Moon of tennis.
It's amazing your ability to ruin things.
I just say because he said fucking.
It made sense what I said.
I don't care
What
why
did
you
you
said
say?
it.
I
The
love him
Dennis
in Little
Rodman of
Nicky.
tennis. He's like the bad boy of the sport he was
I
playing.
mean,
It
quite
had a lot of
honestly, actually, I'm
attention.
gonna if we're gonna really work this analogy
Sure,
out,
let's work it out.
He's not really the Dennis Rodman of tennis because Dennis Rodman was just outrageous for the sake of being outrageous. He's the Allen Iverson of tennis.
No, but Dennis Rodman was also a great player, though. He was outrageous for being outrageous, but he was also a great player.
But
Yeah.
Allen Iverson was ragefully. Like it was more
On the court.
It was more of
Okay.
a rage thing than just being outrageous because
He's the
shot,
O.J.
shot,
Simpson
shot.
of tennis.
That's it. That's the
Okay.
one.
There you go.
Now we're
That's it.
there.
That's it.
Yeah.
By the way, we should mention that Rich Voss, you're at Gotham
This Friday and Saturday.
this Friday and Saturday.
Headlining.
Yeah, obviously.
I would hope so.
Headline. Hey, just so you guys know.
Sometimes Gotham has just a show.
I understand.
Yeah, he's a headlining. Rich Voss is headlining.
You got to
at
go see
Gotham
Voss
this weekend.
He just destroys the audience. It's really funny.
If you're on the West Coast, Chris Stefano is going to be in San Diego at the American Comedy Company.
That's a great club.
That's a really good room.
This
I like that
weekend.
room a lot.
Funny shit.
I've done a couple of New Year's Eves there.
I like that room because they only do the show is only about an hour long. Total, like an hour and 15 minutes. You're up on stage within 10 minutes. The MC feature is one guy, and he does like 10 to 15, and then you come right up, which I think is better in today's society just because of the ADHD and put your phones away and people can't focus.
Yeah.
That I feel like sometimes as a headliner, when you're going up an hour into the show to do an hour, people are like, my brain isn't wired like it was in the 90s.
Right.
Or the 80s when this concept was created. But San Diego, they do it different. They're like, we understand that. We get the people a good show. We have them drink, smoke pot, and that's it. So I like
when
doing
you
that.
see the owner, tell him, because I haven't seen him in a while, tell him I said he's a cunt. Just when you see that fucking jerk off.
I don't like him. I've never met the guy.
He's a fucking asshole.
You think
in
so?
my opinion, yeah. Because on Thursday night, I was working my first night in Thursday.
Okay.
No second show. I'm the headliner. I went over, I did, I think, an hour and 10, and he sends me a fucking text, respect the light, get off at an hour. Go fuck yourself. I'll do what the fuck I want, and that's why I don't get to work your club anymore, because I do what I want.
Bert, did you have a take on that?
What do you mean? No,
I was asking
Bert
if
likes
Bert had
him.
any.
Bert, why are you leaning back?
Because I like doing that club.
Yeah,
but
that's-
definitely,
yes.
I'm not. I don't. I try to steer clear of any management in that situation.
Yeah, no, there's not too many club owners. I usually get
He's a
along
very
most.
passionate dude who has a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
And I think it's best if you use the marijuana they have in that green room and just hang out and do your thing.
Chill.
Because you like the club.
I do like the club.
Yeah.
I really like the
It's
club.
a fucking one-nighter. It's a fucking one-nighter on weekends.
I do like that show.
Chris, he gives good
Chris will be there.
percentages.
Yeah,
I
the
like
money's
the guy.
good.
Yeah.
Chris will be at that one-nighter Thursday through Saturday. So if you're in San Diego, it's
yeah.
the American
I love that
Comic
club.
Co.
No, it's set up good. It is.
It is good, yeah.
It's set up good.
People are having fun there. The
Yeah, it's a
homeless
good
in
club.
San Diego are fucking wild, though.
I see him Comic
Holy
Con.
shit,
I see him
man.
Comic Con week. I went down there with Jim a couple times, and yeah,
Between San Francisco and San Diego,
That's all of California.
no, but I know that. But like,
Between the North Pole and the South Pole.
You
Go
said
ahead.
it once.
I know. I just wanted to.
oh, say, homeless are fucking
It's
nuts.
home of Torrey Pines, one of the fucking nicest golf courses in the country.
Well,
he had it.
You know what? I just wanted to say.
Well, Bert Kreischer is going to be at the Cherokee Casino in.
Sold out. All my shows are sold out for the year. Go fuck yourself.
All right, well,
Suck a dick, bitch.
okay. And Jim's in Pittsburgh this weekend.
That's right. Not sold out, I don't think.
I'm in Australia in September. Does this go to Australia?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
know.
goes on-
They'll
well,
download it, though. They
yeah,
listen.
YouTube.
Yeah. Australia and Singapore.
Singapore.
I've never done
Nice.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I guess that's the new
Spray
move.
paint some street signs. That's a big thing there.
with bamboo. What do they used to do in Singapore?
Cane you.
Cane you, yeah, you get
bamboo.
the
Shut up.
Singapore
No, you're
cane.
right. With
Oh, it is
bamboo.
bamboo?
You're right, yes.
All right.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
no confidence in myself.
No,
Yeah.
you're correct.
They use like those kendo sticks.
Yeah, that was a big story when that American Bill Clinton was in office, and I think Clinton appealed for him, and they're like, no, but they didn't beat him. I mean, they gave him a few whacks. They didn't fucking destroy him.
It's really nothing compared to what we're dealing with North Korea now.
no.
The fact that he got caned, like, whoa.
Yeah. They North Korea just killed somebody.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kid came back and died, right?
Yes.
Otto Warmbinger.
Otto Warmbier, I think.
Warmbier, yeah, he came back in a coma. Probably because some jail guard beat him, or they
No, they're saying it was
waterboarded him.
not. It
wasn't
not
blunt force trauma.
Force trauma.
So it might have been-
He was in a coma because his oxygen didn't hit his brain, and they're saying like he was brain dead in a way that would only happen if you were deprived from your brain getting oxygen for 4 minutes at a time.
So they could have choked
multiple
him,
times.
or he could have tried to hang himself,
or waterboarded, or drowned, or
shit.
But waterboarding you don't do for 4 minutes at a time. If you're going to kill someone, you kill him. You don't waterboard or leave somebody underwater for 4 straight minutes.
But
They
why were they
didn't-
waterboarding him at all?
They're probably just torturing him.
yeah,
But
they-
what for what?
Because he
they're
stole
cousins.
American.
He stole a.
I know, but he didn't have any information to
fucking
give
son.
them.
Yeah, they're just bad people.
Is that the guy that stole the flag or the sign?
He stole the sign from the hotel. Yeah.
Unfucking believable.
But again, we don't know. He might have tried to
Unbelievable.
hang himself. After he might have been there for a week and tried to kill him. Who knows? Or maybe they choked him.
Because his parents, I don't know how they would know this, but his parents believe that the incident happened within a couple of days of him being.
They probably just want to believe that.
I don't know
You know
how
what
they
I
would
mean?
know
Like-
that, but that's what they said. They said that it happened a year ago.
And
that
the
he's
North
been
Koreans
brain
never
dead.
let him know.
And they don't
Yeah.
want to. They decided not to do a full autopsy.
The
To
parents
really-
decided.
The
not to.
parents decided.
Why?
They just buried him, and that's it. They
Why?
said they
'Cause
said
they wanna let it
wanted
go.
closure. They wanted to let it go. They said his face looked tortured when we got him, and he finally looked peaceful. It sounds like they pulled the plug because
They
he's
just wanted to
brain
let it
dead,
go. Oh, my
and they just
God.
want to bury him, and let
because
it go.
because
How
if
do
you
you?
found,
I understand that, but how do you do that when a country killed your kid? Like
That's
Because
what I
there's
mean.
no repercussion against North Korea. What could they do? Are they going to sue? No. What can they do?
no, I know that, but you still.
They got
And it
more
does-
Americans over there. Like it's helpful on some level to know.
There are people, again,
If you
I don't
can,
have
what
kids,
they're
but
doing.
there are parents whose kids have been had horrible deaths that have been filmed, by horrible people. And in court, a lot of times those parents make themselves watch those tapes, and they said they're torture. But they're like, if my kid went through it, I have to go through it. Like, I can't let him have gone through it and me not.
Yeah.
So it's almost like with the autopsy, I know it's painful, but
Wait, how long was he over there before he was sent home?
a year. They don't know.
For stealing a fucking sign.
It's terrible.
And they said it was. What's the
fucking unbelievable
sickness that they said he had?
Botulism.
Botulism, which was not true.
No, of course it
The
wasn't.
doctors they didn't even need to do an autopsy or anything. As soon as they got him,
It's the stuff they inject in your face to make your.
No, that's Botox. Is
Botox
it really?
Yeah, it's botulism.
But they said they did it.
Yeah.
They said he got botulism.
In the blood.
Due to food poisoning or something.
They said that.
And we gave him a sleeping pill.
They did.
And he didn't wake up. And then he came back to the States, and immediately the doctors were like,
Then again,
that is not what happened at all.
Is it possible, and this is just crazy, that he did have something wrong with him or screaming or whatever it was, they misdiagnosed him and did give him a sleeping pill, and then maybe he has sleep apnea. No, listen. And maybe he didn't get oxygen. Maybe he was couldn't wake up because he was on a sleeping
Any
pill.
North Koreans that are listening right now are like, is this a defense attorney? We got to get this guy.
I'm only asking, but that's where an autopsy might have helped. Like, they may have said, you know what? We thought he really wasn't tortured. He literally was a sleeping pill and he couldn't wake up and his fucking brain. That's what Carrie Fisher just died. She was on a plane, and I think it was a sleeping pill induced a heart. Her apnea induced a heart attack because she couldn't wake up. They said there was heroin in her system. That's my guess.
But I mean, there was all this. I mean,
I'm
a
just
history
throwing it out
of
there.
history of drug use.
Yes.
And let's get to this because I'm a guy who doesn't do a lot of unassisted sleeps. So let's talk about these sleeping pills killing people because I take a lot of sleeping pills.
But if you have sleep apnea,
I have sleep apnea.
It can make it harder because when you go, your body wakes you up and you breathe. But a sleep apnea is sometimes a pill or being really fucked up will keep you asleep. So your body is struggling, and what would normally wake you up can't wake you up.
Bert,
this show's just filling me with fucking panic. I'm thinking about my kids. I'm thinking about dying
But
this
that is
afternoon.
true.
That's why I poured a cocktail. Yes.
I need you to understand something. Drugs are not good for you. They're bad for you and can kill you.
Why would the
that's
doctors
not,
give them to you?
Thank you, Nancy Reagan. That was pretty good.
It wasn't even pretty good in 1982
You mean when it was a topical reference?
when she was the first
Wait,
lady.
I have a question for you. Why,
Sure.
Why would he be in North Korea to begin with?
He's trying to get past.
I know what he's doing. You think I don't know? This is Boss 101. Bomb, then follow it up with a serious aside. But no, what I meant to say was the travels of this young man. Shut your face.
Before I made that terrible decision, let's get back to what we were talking about before.
Wait, boss, this is the one I wanted to share with you. We're talking about McEnroe, talking about his kid, and boss goes, "You're not supposed to do that." I mean, my daughter dates a black guy. I don't say anything about it. That was my favorite. I was like, I might just save that for me.
No, he's a good guy.
He is. But seriously, North Korea, what airline did he fly? No, fucking blithering dolt.
Why was he in North Korea?
Just through China,
abroad,
through
study
tour
abroad,
groups.
right?
A lot of people go.
It was a
Who the fuck goes on
There are
vacation?
people that go
There's
through.
people that go.
It was
But
a
you have to
college
sign
tour
something.
group.
And you have to sign something that says that you know that
That
the
you
United
might not
States
come
cannot
back.
help you if you're in trouble there.
Oh, who would take that?
I wouldn't.
Andrew Schultz, he was trying to go. He went to like the Ukraine, and then he went somewhere else. And
He's an asshole
And
if
the
he went to
USA,
North Korea.
he showed me the emails. The USA was like, "We do not. If something happens to you here, it's not even in like fancy like government language. It's very simple. It's like a regular guy. Be like, if you get caught doing anything there, we will not help you, and you're on your own."
And that's the government's. You're
That's a
signing
government email that they sent Schultz when he booked a trip to Ukraine. He's trying to go to North Korea, and same email.
My manager
So you
wanted
can
to
do
go
it.
too, but they do say that they can't help you, and they
They're
won't
like,
help you.
We will not. Don't even ask us.
Yeah, I've watched documentaries about like
Yeah.
they talk about how you have to behave. Like you cannot, for instance, if you take a photo of a police officer or a soldier in the street, you're fucked. If you go into a museum and you don't bow to the statue of their leader, you're fucked. Like all these little things that you would think are just impolite to do or not do, you're arrested.
Also,
and you're not coming home.
And they can arrest you for any. I mean, you could do play everything by the rules, and if they decide to detain you for no reason, the U.S. isn't going to help you.
Right.
So it's just not worth the risk.
And they'll torture
it's not
you.
worth the risk. You're right.
They'll beat you up until you read
confessions.
Some kind of thing that they write.
Right.
And they'll put it on TV. See, he's confessing to this, which is what I mean. If you watch Otto Warmier's, whatever his name is, confession.
I think Warmier. He was crying.
It was the.
Are you serious?
Maybe he didn't even do what they said he did, right? I mean, is there any proof that he ever even
There's
did
a
it?
weird photo, but you can't tell who it is of somebody in a very shadowy figure. You don't know.
It's really an upsetting thing because it's this kid. He's like 20. And he's giving this confession, obviously reading something that aren't his words, and he's crying and he's praying and he's begging like in front of everybody, and you can just see on his face. Like, I don't know how this happened.
That is such my plight in life, is to go somewhere and fuck up like that. Like, that's why I don't go to Dubai. That's why I don't go.
Dubai, you might be okay, unless you're, they're religious assholes there. Like, if you're any kind of same-sex thing, or if you're fooling around with the girl in public. But if you're just a tourist there and you're going to spend money and go to the buildings, you're fine. But you're afraid you might drink and do something offensive.
Yeah. Well, because I don't even understand. I could never go to Korea, because North Korea, because I really would. I get arrested in a heartbeat, in a fucking heartbeat.
Although you think everybody was having fun, and you do the one thing, and everybody would be like, "Whoa!" and you go, "What? I thought we were."
It seems like
having fun.
Kim Jong-un might like him because he's a drunk. Kim Jong-un, is a drunk. Like, he likes to drink vodka.
Real?
Yeah, they say he wants to toast you with alcohol.
Now I'm back in.
I wonder what I would do if I was there and it was offensive to not take alcohol.
Can you imagine that scene?
I would have to do it. You'd have to do it. You'd have to say I'm allergic, and if he goes, you have to. It's insulting to the leader. Well, I'll explain it when I get home.
Well, if that's the case, I hope he makes me smoke crack. If I can get away with it without a relapse.
That technically wouldn't count as a relapse.
Yeah. It's different rules over there. He's a god.
Yeah. Or you could just be there forever.
I wouldn't even bring my phone because I would buy a phone because there's so much shit on my phones. I would buy a new phone.
Then what about your back?
I don't even know what you mean.
There's so much shit on you.
No.
Oh, that was so good.
I love that he mumbled.
It doesn't.
I didn't have confidence in it.
As you shouldn't have.
I was killing in the beginning. I got tired.
You are.
It's okay. Because guess what? You're going to swing back before the end. You know that. We all know that.
You always come back huge.
There's always a peak after
By the
valley.
way, did you guys in Voss's set last night? He didn't bomb, but like one joke kind of got like a tepid response, and he just announced to the audience, "Okay, I'm 5 for 6. If I stop now, I'm in the Hall of Fame."
That was. I remember that. It was great.
Bonnie really was hilarious last night.
Yes, she
really
was.
Oh, from the beginning to the end. Killed from the beginning. But let's get back to North Korea.
Would you go, Jim, if they offered you? Would you do it? Or you
No,
wouldn't do
probably not. And again, Jonathan, my manager travels extensively, and he's been obsessed with going. But because of the fact that something could happen, and there's no relationship with the U.S. I mean, it's not like even Russia or Mexico. There's relationships with other countries that there can nothing can be done with this nation. So no, I wouldn't take the chance on them just not arrested because they want to.
Right.
Plus, I've said things on Twitter like fucking what pigs they are. Like, you never know.
You never know.
Oh, can you imagine getting over there and then realizing it's one of these old tweets about when his dad died, and that's why they brought you over because he read that tweet?
Yeah.
And then like you're in the room with the cops, and you're like, I mean, this is gonna blow over. I didn't do anything. And they start reading your old tweets to you, and you're like, oh,
Kim Jong Il looks like Kim Jong Il is Kim Jong dead.
Yeah. It's something stupid.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
something makes no sense.
I always think about
Kim Jong terminally ill.
I always think about like with Dennis Rodman, like, the relationship there, like, are one day they just going to turn on him, and then like it just is always strange to me to have the relationship with those people.
Probably not.
But at any time, he could decide, right? Like,
he could just be like, "Well, fuck you. Now you're in prison for
because he says
having tattoos and earrings."
He says the wrong thing, or maybe he's like, maybe one time he's like, you know what? I'm going to wait a little while before my next trip, and blah blah blah. Oh, you're not coming back?
Boom.
Well, then the next time you do, you're staying.
So
he may want to keep you because he likes you. The problem was Kim Jong Il was a huge Chicago Bulls fan. He was obsessed with the Bulls, and his son is obsessed with the Bulls. So that would be something almost too disrespectful for them to keep him unless he really fucked up. Like, it's almost like this: the father loved him too. The team,
but they might keep him as like their own
trophy,
mascot monument.
Yeah, like they get so warped. They're like, well, he's ours now. Why are we going to give him?
Yeah,
back?
we love him more than the U.S.
So let's flip this
You can get
script.
Jay shipped here. here.
Let's flip this, and now let's pretend we're all the leaders of Korea.
Okay.
Who would you keep? Like, if you could keep one
that's
person,
great.
Who would you like to keep?
I would.
From Korea? Or
No, you're the
I'm
leader of
leading North
Korea.
Korea.
Would you keep me?
And you call
Oh
up.
fuck no! You didn't even occur to me. Yeah, no way.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Welcome to Morning Zoo.
Who would you keep?
Who would you keep, Voss?
Oh, who would I keep? It had to be Megan Fox.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting.
He doesn't even mean that.
No,
he's
he
just
doesn't.
that
He's
hot
trying to
girl
be-
that whose name he knows.
He's
Yeah.
trying to,
No,
he's trying
I
to be,
like how hot she is.
He's trying to be cool guy.
Oh, no,
mentioning
no,
the
it's
hot
better.
chick.
I'd rail her.
Plus, like Megan Fox is like the hot chick from 3 years ago. It's not even what
3
you would
years
say
ago,
now.
listen, I would really go with Gina Lollobrigida, but I like fucking.
No one knows who Gina Lola Brigida is. You fucking.
You don't know who she is?
No, it's Gina Lola Brigida. You dunce.
Who
else do you like, Scarlett Johansson?
I say her name, I go up an octave. That's
Gina Lollobrigida.
Gina Lola Brigida.
okay. No, I don't know. Who are you going to keep? I'd keep.
I wish you'd keep fucking Jane Mansfield and take a ride with her. Oof. That works for 2 reasons.
Who would you pick, Chris?
No,
Did anyone get that joke?
I got it just now.
Taylor Swift.
Who would I pick?
No, because it's not about like.
I might
picking
take Taylor Swift.
No,
too.
no, no. Wait.
Her big feet in my face.
You're not supposed to just pick a girl that you want to fuck for a while. Like we're talking about Kim Jong Un picking Dennis Rodman because he wants to hang with Dennis Rodman because he thinks he's the man.
Yeah.
Like not like, hey, let's all just pick a girl we want to
Oh,
fuck.
good.
Like that's
Really? Okay, so I hang with an athlete for a while. I'm done with
That's
talking
true.
about sports. Now, I don't want to fuck him, but her, do you understand? I could talk about music and fuck her. You see what I'm saying?
Taylor Swift. You got a lot of music conversations.
Yeah, exactly.
Way to change this game. Let's just name people we want to fuck.
Yeah, that's
Or name
fun.
people that we think it will sound cool if we want to fuck.
exactly.
Gina Lola Brigida.
And then he goes Taylor Swift because it's like a relevant young.
Yeah,
pop star.
another attempt at getting the young people. Shut up and sip your iced coffee.
Kesha?
You're elderly. Yeah.
Chris, do you understand the premise here?
Yes, this simple
Who
premise.
would you want to spill Gatorade in front of?
Who would I take?
Like I would probably take Undertaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Because
forgot.
I'd want to just hang. Or you know what?
I wish you were seeing one.
That's funny. Yeah, it'd probably be the Undertaker because I've already hung with Stone Cold. Otherwise, it'd definitely be Stone Cold. But since I've already hung out with him, Undertaker, start from scratch, and then just hang with the Undertaker all the time.
It's good you wouldn't take your wife,
No, what?
your son. Take Undertaker.
I've already,
No.
but I've already spent 12 years with her. That's eternity.
Yeah, you already. It's not this is the one person you can hang out with only. Like I'm still married.
Yeah,
I
you
still
get to
have
keep
a kid.
this person.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just you also get to keep a person. You're not in a desert
You get-
desert
yeah,
I
island.
see. Okay.
Oh, I was just
so
going to say my
wait,
kid.
my
Okay,
wife.
sure.
So my wife is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me think about hot
It's your-
guy.
Travis, who would you keep?
It's your life right now, but you get to keep somebody.
Who would the Travis dog
Right?
keep?
Yeah. You just get to have your life, and then when you go home, you go. Oh, I wonder how Shaq is doing, and you open the door, and you're like, Hey, Shaq, and he's like, Hi, Bert.
Right. You get your wife and your
Yeah.
dog and your kid, and then also, in my case, the Undertaker.
I'd come home every day after work and I'd hear, "How was work, Jim?"
Exactly.
You get the game.
Ozzy.
That's perfect.
Ozzy.
Travis dog, who would you keep?
Eddie Vedder.
Would you keep Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because then he could
Travis-
also sing to me.
Travis is going back to the sexual thing that Voss was
That's
doing.
true.
Yeah, he is.
But I also want to talk to him.
Jeter, Derek Jeter.
You'd hang with
Yeah.
the captain?
Yeah, it's just, childhood hero.
What'd you guys talk about? Like, what's the first thing you would, like, the first conversation you'd have with him, knowing that he's yours?
With Derek, what would I don't know. I'd ask him about,
You don't mind coming in the back door?
I'd ask him about women. I'd ask him about,
So you guys are sitting crisscross applesauce on a bed.
yeah. I'd ask him about women. I'd ask him
I just farted. Sorry.
if, I don't know. Maybe can I pick somebody else?
Pick somebody else, 'cause you don't have
I have
anything.
no questions for Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Can I tell you mine? This is going to sound so fucking bad, but I can't stop getting this name. David Tell. I would keep him. I'd keep him in my closet.
That's
your friend.
Psychopath.
That's so weird.
Yes.
I just watched his last special again the other day. He makes me laugh so fucking
You already
hard.
know him.
I know.
know
I want to keep him. I want him to be mine.
Dave's
creepy.
a comic genius, but then you see him riding up on his fucking city bike, and you're like, oh yeah, he's mentally ill.
Okay, I'm out. I don't want Dave
Dude,
anymore.
you know who I'd want to keep? You know who I'd want to keep? Somebody like who like I'd want to keep like Jack the Ripper. Like some mysterious fucking dude.
Why did he just kill you?
No, would he kill every girl you tried to fuck?
Yeah, just talk to him about fucking.
That's some sick shit you
Yeah,
did, man.
like a serial.
You couldn't keep Jack the Ripper. Then you lay in bed and go, shit, did I lock him up?
Right.
He's gonna. Is the door closed? He's gonna fucking kill
this
me.
person could kill you too?
Yeah, it's a real person.
This by the way, what we're playing right now is something teenage girls do at a slumber party.
Yeah.
Troy, who would you keep?
But it's cool to think about, though.
It is fun.
Because you get Ozzy.
Troy, who would you keep?
Probably Paul McCartney.
That's a good one. That's
pretty
true.
good. You don't think so, Bert?
No.
I don't
Why?
know.
Why
He's got Beatles stories.
I think that's good. And plus, he's another one like Eddie Vedder that could sing to you.
No.
You don't think
I
that's
want
a good
someone
one?
bigger than me. I want someone that can carry me around.
Bobby.
I think
The Undertaker could
How
carry
about
me
Pryor?
around.
Why wouldn't you take Pryor?
Because he's dead. Look at his feet.
What a waste! What a
No,
waste of
they
a
don't have
pick.
to be alive.
Yes, they do.
Of
Oh, they
course
got to be
do.
alive?
Real
yeah.
game.
Oh, they have to be alive.
Yeah, they have to
All
be
right.
fucking
Okay,
alive.
you didn't say all the rules to your dumb game before we played.
Oh, sorry. Tina Lala Brigida's no longer an option. You
Sorry,
fucking,
You're the only one that
you know
doesn't
he
get
played
it.
this fucking game in like fucking Buffalo with the fucking DJs, so we don't know the rules. All right, don't fucking act like you ad-libbed this game here. This is your fucking your dumb
I
radio
swear to
game you
God.
played across the country.
That is true.
You
He played
fucking
that.
idiot fraud. Go fuck yourself in your dumb game. I quit. I'm going back to Monopoly.
You think he's done this before?
I've
never done this. I've never done
the
this.
house. They got a board.
I swear to God, I've never done this before. I want a gorilla.
You just sacrifice your pig and just get a gorilla.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
You own a pig? You just said sacrifice your pig, didn't you? Oh, pig. I thought you said pig.
You
I thought,
sacrifice your pig to get a gorilla?
I thought maybe he owned. I thought maybe he lived on a farm, had a farm or something somewhere, had a pig. I don't fucking know what. I don't do research.
Oh, why am I not living in New York? This is so much more fun than my life in LA.
You like this better?
Oh, dude, I called my wife the other day. We were all at Skanks Fest. Nate Bargatze was fucking hammered, and I was laughing so much. It's me, Bobby, Nate, Ari, Lewis, Big J, all hanging around giggling, and I said, this is better than having a family. It totally is.
They said that too. It is. Hanging with comics is so much fun because you'll never laugh that fucking hard.
You can just be mean. That's the best. That's the best part. You can just be mean to each other. No one cares. No one gets their fucking butt hurt.
Yeah.
What's worse than when a bunch of comics are sitting around and there's one jerk off who keeps getting butt hurt and everyone's got to tiptoe around and be like, "Oh, shut up."
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's like, you know what? Just remove yourself.
Hey, man. Jokes are jokes, but come on, man.
Don't pretend you can hang in this environment if you're gonna get butt hurt, motherfucker.
We were driving home the other night, and the Empire State Building was different colors for Gay Pride.
I took a picture of it.
I go to Bonnie.
Why did I say that?
Yeah. I go,
For your keepsakes box?
No, I was gonna send it to somebody.
so I said to Bonnie,
See,
I
it's
go-
okay here.
I go to Bonnie, that's pretty. And she went, pretty?
Well, she just never heard that word.
Fuck, I just broke my watch. Oh, that's so great. What's it like being married to a comic?
Huh?
How would he know?
It's great, especially when we find the same person, we get attacked together on the way home.
That has to be fun.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about him and Bonnie that's so good. You guys really are brutal to each other, but they're both take it. Like, I've never seen, Bonnie has an amazing sense of humor, and she's fucking horribly vicious, and so is he. And it's literally like two guys hanging out. It's amazing how
You
well
see
it works.
when we team up on our kid, and we just like our kid will come in and say, "We'll just mimic her and just like that." It's so funny.
So do you guys fight about anything? Like what would you guys? Because
They made a whole business out of it. They made a whole podcast out of it.
No, but I mean like a real
we have blowouts. They're not,
Yeah, because
But that does sound so fun, though. So you'll realize that you both kind of secretly hate a person or want to shit on a person.
Not hating, we just don't respect their comedy.
So you'll just spend car rides like
just
shitting
we'll turn on
them?
serious and just to listen to make sure. We can find somebody we don't, how are they on? Why would they even make an album or a CD?
Oh my god, that gets me so excited.
Yeah.
When we did the weight loss challenge, Rogan flew me and Tommy to Tom Segura to San Francisco, courtside seats to the Cavs Golden Warrior game. Put us up at the Four Seasons, flew us back first class. Right, Tommy and I, all we did was smoke weed and drink Tito's. And we're laughing the whole time, trashing comics we don't like, just all the great gossip. And on the plane, we are still giggling, super fucking high, super drunk. And he stops and he gets dead serious. And he looks at me and goes, dude, if we were gay, this is what it would be like. And I was like, oh, fuck. I don't have that with my wife. I don't have that relationship.
It's not what it would be like. It's not what it would be like for the first week, and then one of you would start doing poppers and couldn't come without it. It would get ugly very fast.
I envision the idea of kicking in the door and seeing Tommy on the couch going, and then me just lighting up going, I'm fucking your mouth right now. And he's like, no! And he runs away, and I grab him in the closet, and I fuck his mouth.
You think that's what it would be like if you guys were gay together?
All right, yeah, that's what I do.
You're right.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, but the friendship would be spoiled. Like, it's fun in games until one of you is actually nose deep in the other one's pubes, and you're like, you like that? And they go, oh. And you're like, oh, I can't look at him the same after that sound. I can't look at him the same after that.
Wait. I just like gossiping about comics.
Dude,
Right, you do
what
that,
is
like
better than gossip? We had
great.
some gossip last night.
Oh, the best ever.
How good was that gossip last night?
Wait, write the name down, and I just want to hear it.
There was gossip last night that I got. I didn't get home until like.
I've known it. I'm
whatever.
surprised I didn't tell you.
Yeah, no. I'm glad you didn't, because then I got the whole story.
I literally just forgot. I didn't tell other people either. I couldn't believe I didn't say it.
Like, I liked it so much that I was up eating at 12:30 or whatever when I got home. Bless you,
Fuck
Troy.
was that, dude?
That was Troy sneezing.
Troy sneezed.
And
Fuck, I thought we were being attacked.
I know. I thought I was fucking John F. Kennedy for a second.
but Jess woke up because she was feeding the baby, and she just came out to say hi. And I
Breastfeeding?
Yeah,
those
she
big
was.
heavy ones.
Yes, she was. You bet. But I just gave her a preview of it. I was like, "This is what I found out tonight. I give you all the details tomorrow."
Was she interested?
Oh yeah. That's how excited I was.
Gossip teaser.
Are we allowed to hear any of it?
No.
Not on the radio?
Why not?
I don't care. I won't say it just because someone else told me. I don't care if it's out there. I'm sure it'll get out there soon. Again, it's not devastating. And someone told me I can't.
It's just fun. It's
You'll
just
tell me off air though?
Sure.
Okay, great.
it's just fun
Okay, let's
gossip.
go to break.
It's so funny that everybody loves gossip though. Like
what
now that's out there,
Can you do that, Travis?
everybody's like, I gotta
Wait,
know.
hold on. Travis is going to play hold music. Will anybody hear it?
Yeah, I mean, the
Travis-
listeners will hear hold music. I'll turn your studio off.
Can
Yeah.
you do that?
Tell Bert right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That's
I can.
Wait,
great.
you have to turn the cameras off. It'll be even funnier.
Hang on 1 second.
Turn the cameras off.
We'll
And
play
then-
some hold music
Yeah.
like we used to do.
Oh my God! I can imagine just being
Pause
a
them.
driver
Yeah.
in Nebraska right now and being like, "What the fuck?"
And then hit the whole music.
Don't worry,
and
give it a few years.
Just to double check, turn your mics off too.
All of them?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh no! Don't give him instructions. Let's make the possibility of it getting out. Let's do it.
No, only if it wasn't told to
This
me.
is going to be another game somewhere.
Yeah, pop in, Roland.
Roland just jumped
Pop
in.
on in.
Roland just jumped in.
Okay, put the hold music on. We'll be back after these messages from nobody. Hold on. Hold on. Let me turn all the mics on. This might be bad. Hold on. 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I can't believe.
Hold on, Voss. Your mic's not on.
Are we back? We're back, right? We're back, and we appreciate you waiting on hold. What did you
I
think, Bert?
literally was ready to keep talking, and then Sam goes, "We got to turn the mics back on." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right."
we got to do a show.
Sorry.
How do you feel? You like that?
It's embarrassing, right?
It's good. It's good. Oh, for like a fan, had the mics accidentally been on, a fan would have lost their fucking mind.
They would have liked the irony of that. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Travis, you have no idea what we said?
No idea.
Well, you're
were
not a
laughing-
part of the club.
You were laughing at the reactions?
I was laughing at Bert's reaction specifically.
You know what? In hindsight, we probably should have left the cameras on and then made a video
No
and
sound.
just dropped the audio out just so you could see.
Oh, we should have did
God
that.
damn it.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it either.
That's crazy.
I didn't think of it.
Shit, yeah.
That would have been funnier.
That's all right. We'll still we should make a video of the setup and then coming back like right now and then just put like, a whatever. a still.
Yeah,
on
like
screen.
a loop of the guys laughing, like of all of us laughing, having fun. God damn it, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Should have thought of that.
It's fun though.
Yeah,
It's fun stuff.
Not for the radio audience, so they just heard hold music for 9 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I like that's why I love like
men.
And no, that's not what I was gonna say. But that's why I love like the roast like last night and those I feel like those events with your guys' crowd happen less and less and less. Like it used to be a thing where your group of comic friends would sit around and talk about comedy a lot. You know, I'm talking 15 years ago, but it doesn't really happen like it used to.
Well, the comedies. Oh, go ahead.
I think podcasting changed that.
That's a good point too.
So I was a part of the podcasting community when you would talk shit about people on podcasts, not realizing they'd hear it, and it ruined a few friendships. And
yeah,
it definitely caught up to me. You would just go be honest on a podcast, and I mean, I to this day I have beef with Paul F. Tompkins because I trashed him on some podcast, but like. And I think everyone got really media savvy, and it kind of sucks. But once again, I'll go back to this. It's the thing that makes comics beautiful is that, man, my dick gets hard when I hear gossip.
Yeah.
I come home, my wife goes, "What gossip do you have for me?" That's the first thing she says.
Can we
when I
start a
walk in the
chat
door.
thread? Can we start a text thread, just us, and we'll keep gossiping with each other?
It'll get out there.
Yeah.
It'll get out there. But I'm happy to. Hey, someone has a guess. Sean in North Carolina wants to guess. We'll just tell him if he's right or wrong. Hello, Sean. What did you want to guess?
That E-Rock contracted a flesh-eating virus and the doctors give him 30 years to live.
That's pretty funny. No, good guess, though. Thank you, Sean. Flesh-eating virus, he's got 30 years to live.
Oh, I get it.
There's a lot of flesh.
That's really funny.
No, not
Because
Eric
he's so
Dassey is
big that
fine.
it would take forever.
Eric Dassey's fine.
Yeah.
Are the mics okay? They're not overmodulated, right, Travis?
Chris's is overmodulated.
Sorry.
No, it's not you. Yeah, Chris's.
That one, I can never get we need to fix that one.
Fucking Mike.
We need to fix that one. The board out.
He's pointing at me, saying it's operator error.
Yeah, it is operator error.
God, I can't believe that happened to Aziz. Oh shit! I forgot.
You would think Russell Peters was. Oh well, whatever.
Why would you just take his joke
'Cause I was
and
saying
make
it,
it
whatever.
worse? I understood it.
Yeah.
Listen, don't attack me when you really want to attack him.
I'm not attacking
Okay.
you.
No.
I'm
He
pointing
won't
out
remember it tomorrow.
His
I
joke was-
will.
his
It
joke was
fucking-
not great.
It lingers in me, but it just he doesn't care.
his joke was not good.
No.
But it was just a moment, and then you took a joke that wasn't good and went, "Oh, I can
And
build
you
on
took
this."
a partner that stinks too.
So did Bonnie.
We're doing humor now.
Oh, this is so great. You guys should be drunk. It's better when you're drunk.
It's the morning.
It's the morning.
You know.
I feel much better now. I don't
drink.
I do. I drink.
We're doing the Impractical Jokers cruise
Yes.
together.
Yeah.
That's gonna
November.
be
It's gonna
fucking
be fucking
insane.
dope.
I feel like I think you get dark
I've never
when
been
you
invited
drink.
to that cruise.
Yeah,
I'd like
they
to.
said
I never get dark.
we were
No.
Oh, for real?
They don't like me. I don't
He
know.
told
why.
me I was going. That motherfucker.
I want to be invited to that cruise. When does it go and for how long?
November, I want to say 1st to the 5th.
I'm
Yeah.
busy.
Get
It's
Sal
over my
on the
birthday.
phone.
Yeah, call Sal.
Yeah.
It's over my birthday. My birthday's on the 3rd. So is Yamanika Saunders.
Sure.
What, her birthday?
Her birthday's November 3rd as well.
Yeah.
We're both our birthdays.
Fucking
I'm going to
hate.
throw us a surprise party.
Good. Good surprise. Nobody came.
What's mean?
I know. I'm sorry. I would
So you're performing on the cruise?
Nobody's coming.
Is it good money?
It's no. It's not
Okay.
great money.
Okay.
It's not great money.
Ask me that
probably
question.
I'll probably
It's great money.
I'll probably cancel in October.
It's man, I love cruises. I love I am
So does Norton.
I've never been on a cruise. I want to go on one.
do Cowhead's cruise. You know Cowhead,
He has
right?
to ask me. He's never asked me.
He hasn't asked you?
No.
Unfucking believable.
I don't
Get
want it.
Sal on the phone.
Yeah, those cruises are fun as fuck, man. My goal in life, I swear to God, I feel like my act isn't that heady, but I think if I dumb it down even more and just start doing cruises and just party with people, I think that could be my life.
Yeah.
Why do you?
Dumb it down. I want to dumb it down so much.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten drunk on a cruise?
I've never been on a cruise, even in any way possible. Have you ever taken one as a vacation or just done a show on one?
No, I've done.
I have.
Hold on, Charlie Rose. Any follow-up questions? That was good.
Hold on, I just want to get a little feel of it. We know you have. I'm surprised you didn't wear your cummerbund in here now. All right, I'm taking Dramamine listening to you. Fucking Bodak. What I'm trying to say. I'm taking Dramamine listening. You've done a show on a cruise?
No, my mother took me on a cruise once when I was a kid to fucking Canada.
What? Jesus.
She got dumped. She was dating some guy after my dad, got dumped, got pissed off, called up this place, Carnival Cruise Lines, packed my shit, and we went down to the seaport, I swear to God, and I was in Halifax in about 3 hours. Fucking having to listen to my divorcee mom shit on men while I'm just sitting there, 9 years old, in a fucking room below deck while my mother's going through fucking menopause and a breakup.
You couldn't have just taken a circle line around a Manhattan.
Yeah, well, that's what I hope we did. That's when I was in fucking Nova Scotia for a fucking week with my dumb mom.
How's being married? You happy now?
I'm not married.
I mean, how's your things with your girl?
It's it's all right. We having a kid is fucking. It puts a lot of strain on the
Are you
relationship.
back with her?
We
back and forth.
We're good, yeah.
Cool. Hey,
everything's good.
You filmed the pilot.
We filmed the
It's kind of based on your life. Do you know anything yet? Or
it's based on my life. Yeah, it didn't get picked up.
All right, sorry. No, I didn't know that.
That was known. That was a thing that was known.
I honestly did not know that.
I wouldn't have brought it up because it's not that cool.
Who cares? I didn't know that.
You know, it's one of those things where I learned, like, it's fucking sucks that it didn't get picked up, but just being able to film the pilot and do that whole thing raises your stock a little bit, because now it's like the meetings and the pitches are so easy. It's like, oh, I have a show on.
You know this process.
And Netflix is like, well, come next week. You know, and just at least it's an opportunity. That's all I think you can ask for.
Well,
I'm friends with Chaz Palminteri now.
And you can act. Chris is a really good actor. I did a thing in his in the show. What was the hockey show?
Oh, Benders, which was my first time acting, and I was getting shit on by the directors every day. They're like, you got to fucking get this together. But Jim always was like,
you're really good, man.
Right.
Him and Andrew Schultz were great in that
Andrew
show.
Schultz he's going to. But so you lost that.
I lost
that
the pilot. Yeah, it's gone.
You lost afternoon radio after today. What else? What else do you have? What else do you have to look forward to?
He's got the Impractical Jokers cruise coming up.
I'm doing an hour special. That's it.
Andrew Schultz.
Are you doing an hour for Netflix? Good for you.
No, not Netflix.
Okay, who can you say you're doing it for? Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you get picked up by Netflix?
No,
the internet.
He just said because he had mentioned Netflix.
No, I'm not blaming you, but like you're asking leading questions that lead to things that have gone not great for Chris.
I was happy he's doing an hour. I don't care who he's doing it for. Whoever it is still great.
But it'd be great if it was Netflix.
You know what I feel like? I'm one of those guys, like, even like 3 years ago, like, even like guys like Bobby Kelly and guys were like, you're Chris, I'm telling you, you're going to make it. You're like, it's going to, and then each opportunity I keep getting so close and then falling down. And then Bobby's like, man, how many more?
Wait, I'm so glad I never saw it.
My impression.
You said you saw it at Caroline's.
This is going to sound fucking sappy. My idea of making it is this right here. Fuck Hollywood.
I've never hated anyone more. Than I do.
That's the most LA. Fuck. You need to go back to LA.
Guys, these are the good old days. Yes. Grab your chest and fall on the floor. Oh my God!
Tell the mortgage company that.
You love comedy,
dude. No. Yeah, you're a happy fucking guy.
Guys, I'm just happy to be making a living.
Yeah. You know what it is? You're like. I feel like your energy is so like because you laugh so much and it's so infectious everywhere else except here because we're just like it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. Once these mics are turned off, your party's over. Can't wait to get the fuck out of this fucking hole. What a fucking depressing place this is.
How many times have men said that to you? 48 years old, it's still just the same old jokes. Guys, fuck you.
Wait, who's 48?
I am. Yeah, he's not.
He's much
no, not since Clinton was president. He's 48.
It's true.
Did you make out with that girl from Orange is the New Black on your show? Was there kissing scenes?
There was a kissing scene.
Which
in
girl?
the pilot.
The
Her name's Diane
hot
Guerrero.
girl
Is
from
her name?
Orange.
I just started watching the show. Oh,
Beautiful
cool.
girl. Yeah, we kissed.
The hottest Hispanic girl on the show. She's the hottest girl on the show.
Did you get to make out with her?
Yeah, well, we
That's
have to for
nice.
the pilot, and she's like she's such a great, like she really is like a phenomenal actress.
So you could kiss her?
Yeah,
fuck
great.
her
I mean,
acting.
I don't fucking know. Like I was like, I've never. She's an actress, like that's her job. But this is first time
pronouns.
really acting like that.
How was kissing her?
It was fantastic. And then in rehearsal, I was like, then the kissing scene would come up. I said, I'll kiss you on the cheek or, whatever. And she goes, no, kiss me every time. If you want to rehearse this 20 times, kiss me 20 times. And I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, that's what you have to do. This is acting. She's like, I don't fucking like you. She was like, but just kiss me. And then, every time I kissed her, I was like, this is bad.
Watch this home run. Watch this home run. Boy, I'd have made a bunch of mistakes on purpose.
That's good.
Real guy talk.
Yeah.
I only did one sex scene one time, we were supposed to be having sex, and I had pants on, but it was the covers were over us, and my dick got hard.
She didn't know.
No, she knew.
Of course not. He was on his stomach. She was behind him.
The story's over.
What happened?
My dick got hard. She felt it on her vagina, and she was like, do we want to take a break? And I was like, sorry. I just got a hard dick. It's these moments, guys.
That happened to me at a table read for Tough Crowd.
Did you get turned on to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's
you have to.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's hard not to.
Even Chaz Palminteri was like, I don't know how you kiss that girl every fucking time and not go home and whack it. I was like, well, I do. You know, but
you jerked off to her.
I mean, what am I going to do? I was in a yeah, of course. I mean, yeah.
Dude, the new Orange is the New Black season.
Yeah.
She's like cuts her uniform all like so it's like this little crop top and little booty shorts and stuff. She looks amazing.
Dude,
What's her name? What's her name?
Diane Guerrero. Like a fucking jackass, I showed up to the very first day of rehearsal with strep throat. So I have strep throat. It's my show. My fucking glands are swollen.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Wrong tense.
She is fucking smoking.
She's amazing.
I'm going to write a short film where we make out and then just submit it to her agent and be like, I'm working on a new project.
Oh, holy fuck.
Yeah, it's about a boy who's in a coma and a girl just sits on his face to revive him.
Holy
And then it's right up. Let me see
Is she
her.
married?
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah, she has I think she's in a relationship. So, yeah, no, it was crazy.
Did you get to feel her tits at all?
No.
This is me acting. We start making out in the scene. I just start grabbing her tits.
And she's
like, what the fuck are you doing?
And then she grabs yours. And now it's a lesbian scene.
I had a scene. My only kissing scene ever was with Nina Hartley, the porn star.
Oh yeah.
Shut up.
It was a short. It was Otto and George's short done by Adam Dubin. Like remember the comic strip? It was called American Dummy.
Yeah.
I saw this.
She played Louis Black's wife, and at the end, me and her like plot to. I forget the plot, but we make out at the end. So I walk up to her in the green room, which was just the comic strip in the back area. And I'm like, I never kissed a girl on film. Like, are we supposed to use tongue? Like, I really didn't know. She's a porn star. I didn't want to be disrespectful because she's a porn star.
Yeah.
And she goes, come here, baby. And she made out with me in the dressing room. And then we're kissing in front of the crew. And she takes my hand and she puts it on her tits. And she goes, come on, you know you want to. And she fucking turned me on. She was so fucking sexy. We really made out.
Have you had sex with any porn stars?
Yes.
Female.
Oh. Well, that's a big drop off. Yeah, Brie Olson. We talked about it on the air. So I'm not breaking her confidence.
No.
But wait, you're not. I mean, you got a pretty nice dick, but you're not intimidated. You know, did you spray paint it black before you fucked her? Like, I mean,
by the way, I can't disagree with Rich. I saw Jim's dick when we were doing Last Comic Standing 2.
And you think it's pretty nice?
And I said to him in the moment, I said, "You have a big dick," and Jim just goes, "Yeah," and walked away. If anyone ever said I had a big dick. God God damn it.
Yeah, the old head pop.
So Rich was asking if you were intimidated to fuck Brie Olson, because Brie Olson, and this was Brie Olson pre-Charlie Sheen.
She's gorgeous.
In that moment,
unbelievable.
Do you?
Yeah,
is it
her
about
up.
you?
No, it was weird.
Do you try to please her at all, or you just go, "This is a me moment"?
I didn't give her a great fuck. We had been friends for a while, and she'd always flirt me. And I tell the story in my special.
You weren't worried about ruining the friendship?
No.
Oh.
Why did I answer that?
I don't know.
But she was so sweet. Like, I really liked her. Like, literally, if Brie Olson would have said, I always regretted kind of not coming in her. Like, if she would have said, like, just get me pregnant, I would have.
Really?
Yeah, like, I would have. I kind of, but I wanted to date her. Like, at that time, I was single, I would have just dated her.
You would have had a child with Brie Olson?
Yeah. So I didn't look at, like, I'm booking a porn star. I'm like, she's amazing. I just had to keep stopping.
Oh.
But in her world, it was probably like, wow, this guy's funny, but boof, so average here.
I mean, what a terrible story for a kid to know that that's how they were born. Because their dad was just so turned on that he had to impregnate his porn star mom.
Hey, porn star's a job, and she's wonderful.
I like this porn star, Jessie Andrews. Do you know who she is?
I know the name. Can we see her?
Yeah.
She's no Honey Fox, but I do like her.
Dude, I think she's so sexy.
Who's Honey Fox?
Another porn star.
I'm assuming that Honey Fox is one of your favorite porn stars. Maybe I wouldn't like her as much.
Look at the size of that hog. How do you go back? This picture of Bobby.
No, go to the left. How do you follow that?
Wait, don't go to her like a real picture of her. Don't want one with her dick in her mouth.
Why?
Because she's really pretty and she's
wants-
cool and interesting.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, man.
She's really interesting. I follow her on Instagram and I really like her life.
Do you know who I love? Lily Ford. Because she has the type of vag I like.
Really?
Lily Ford is my favorite new porn star.
I could never do a porn star.
I love Lily Ford.
I can't believe you were able to
'Cause
say she has the type of vag that you like and nobody jumped on it.
No, I know they didn't, but I guess.
Yeah, Jessie Andrews is she designs jewelry and she's also a DJ.
Whoa. Sick.
Yeah, I know this girl intimately. Like, if I ever run into her in the airport, I'm like, Jessie, what's up?
So you like because she's super motivated and stuff.
Yeah, and she has the coolest life. She like hangs out with all these other like Sarah Ray, all these other I think porn stars, and they travel the world. Dude, I'm like, it's the one thing I like about social media is
you like to get to know these porn stars.
I get to know them. Yeah.
We got to cut out in like 2 minutes. We're getting cut off in.
You fucking serious?
We end. The computer cuts off.
Let me let everybody know where everybody's going to be.
Yes.
Then. Bert motherfuckers is sold out everywhere.
Suck a dick, bitch.
But in August, he's in Australia and where else? Singapore?
Singapore, yeah.
Rich Voss, not yet sold out, but will be, so get those tickets quick.
Please, when I work, they curtain off the third row. Friday and Saturday this week at Gotham.
Yes, and Chris DiStefano is in San Diego this weekend, Thursday through Saturday at the American Comedy Company. Jim, this weekend you're in
I'm in Pittsburgh at the Improv Friday and Saturday, 2 shows a night. Thanks to John McEnroe, his book, But Seriously. I'm sure it's really good and really honest. Chris, anytime, man. We love having you in. And Voss, of course, and Bert is back tomorrow. Are you back tomorw?
Yeah, I'm in.
Oh, you have 2 minutes left. Okay, cool. You told me 3 minutes, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, and then 30 seconds later, you said we have 2 minutes.
I panic. I don't want the plugs to get cut off.
They won't.
I'm talking to Anthony.
Well, everybody go home to their imaginary hostage that we kept from the show today. I'm going to say hi to Megan.
How much fun was that gossip?
Oh, yeah. Fucking love gossip.
Wait. How much time do we have, Travis?
A minute and a half.
Can I please hear Voss hitting himself in the head with headphones?
Oh, yeah. Can we hear that 30 more times?
That started my drinking and my shirt off.
That host starts Rich's.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that one more time before we go, just so we make sure we end on a positive note. Last night was so much fun. I want this morning to really encapsulate that as well. For everybody.
great fucking night last night.
And thanks everybody.
Yeah, so let's hear Voss trying to put headphones on. Are you laughing at Voss's hat hair?
I need the video of that.
Yeah,
I need the video of that.
We're gonna work on
when
video
I'm depressed
ASAP.
at Stanhope's house on a fucking Monday morning at 8 a.m. and I'm shaking. I'm watching that and fucking cheering up.
Yeah, we should start to send. Yeah, we could send that out. That's very, very funny.
Yeah, we'll get that in production immediately following the program.
Thank you, guys. Who do you have tomorrow?
Mark Normand is going to be here with Bert Kreischer.
How did you get him?
All right, Voss, great night last night. Thanks for having me on it, man.
Thanks for doing it.
Glad you guys were here today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thanks for inviting me, even though I had to guilt you into putting me on the list.
No,
Shame you.
Yeah, I had to shame you on the air.
I fucking yelled at my producer.
No, you didn't. You texted him.
Yeah.
Said,
It was
hey,
a
can you
her.
add
It's a
Sam
her.
to the list?
No, you were. God, let's not start this again. Everybody from Sirius was supposed to be on the list. Everybody.
Troy
You
wasn't.
didn't even have that many
Travis wasn't.
seats available.
Yes, we did. No, there's certain.
Oh, shut up. All right, we'll be right back tomorrow. This was great.